Come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Meet me at the door. I am. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's so easy to be the bad. It's come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Meet me at the door. Right. Da, 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 da. I let you bite the side. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to let some people know. Uh, okay, okay. I am feeling good. Thanks for asking. Queen Ja, your beautiful self. Thank you for asking. Also, Cash. What's going on with you, Cash? Oh, COGO. I don't know what the hell that means. Break those initials down for me. Break those initials down for me. COGOWWMG. What do those initials mean? Stand for? Hey, Battle Truth. We don't worship her, and she's not perfect, but we see what's going on. Is all we saying. Okay, what do you see going on? See, this is the conversation I want to have. I welcome the conversation. See, I'm a conversationist. I like to have the conversation, okay? Because I just want to see your perspective on things, how you view things. So that's why I'm asking the question. Is you operating in truth, or is this a form of worship? Because see, that's the conversation I really want to have. So when you say, hey, Battle Truth, we don't worship her, that let me know you a supporter of hers. And I don't have, listen, let me see, I be having to make things clear, because I don't want people misrepresenting me or where I stand, or taking out of context the things I say. So let me make this clear one more time. When it comes to Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields, those are both my sisters. That's what the Bible tells me, okay? That Eve is the mother of all the living. So regardless to how we think, how we feel about somebody, we are all brothers and sisters in humanity. Now, being in God's family is two different things, because everybody is not sons and daughters of God. I know that's been said. I know we grew up hearing that, but that is a lie, okay? God don't send his children to hell as a result of the things they do. Hell is for those who not sons and daughters of God. All God's sons and daughters are in heaven and going straight to heaven. The moment they eyes close here, it opens up immediately there. So it's like, boom, boom. Like, what happened to me? You just died. Where I'm at home with me. Can't say the same for non-believers who die and don't have a relationship with Jesus. When they eyes closed, they wake up. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. They ain't got no water. It's gonna burn and burn and burn. That ain't funny though, because there ain't nothing funny about people going to hell. But I'm just saying though, that's a difference. Big, big difference. Okay. So we all brothers and sisters in humanity, no matter how messed up people are and what they do. And that's why I be trying to tell people, like, don't allow this mess that they're doing to make you be in confrontation with others and us. support and like who you want to like. If that's who you want to like and support, I ain't got no problem with that. Hell, I can't stop it even if I wanted to. As for me, I only worship and praise Jesus Christ. I could acknowledge people got talent. I could acknowledge that people actually is good and feels that they do. But that's as far as it go. That's as far as it go. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep it real. I remember when I was a non-believer and my eyes was closed to life and I didn't know nothing about Jesus Christ. When I used to be a Tupac fan, I would argue to death about Tupac, Michael Jackson, New Edition, Michael Jordan. I would argue you to death. What you say about them? You don't say nothing about them, is it? Because I was a fool. I was foolish. I didn't understand things. Now, as an adult who understand and more mature to life, I keep it moving. You say, well, okay, it is what it is. I don't worship these people. So I acknowledge that they good, they got talent, but that's as far as it go. Okay? So yes, I welcome the conversation. I want to have the conversation. Okay, my guy, COGOWWMG. That sounds like you about to play a damn song. AM or FM, brother? Which station is on? Which station is on? AM or FM, brother? Welcome to the Quiet Storm on COGOWWMG 100. We about to play you a jam from Gerald Levert. Quiet Storm. Yeah. Okay, that's your YouTube channel. Okay. YouTube channel. Okay. So I need to know one more thing. While we kicking it, I need to know one more thing. Is you a man or is you a woman? I don't want to be flirting with no man, okay? I don't want to be calling you bae and boo and sweetheart and darling and sugar. I need to, okay, he a man, good, thank you. And thank you for being fast on the draw. So neither one of us could feel uncomfortable. Thank you, brother. That's the fastest you type. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. That's one of the fellas. Ladies, don't run them off. Stop running off all my guys. Yeah, stop running off all my guys. What's wrong with y'all? Uh-oh. This might be a troll. This person said, battle stalk. You full of SHIT. Terrible. You do know YouTube is like cable. Just change the channel. Man, there's nothing to change the channel. Change the channel. But I get you like my content so much that you still got to watch, even though that's when you know you're good. When you have people watching who don't want to watch, but they have to watch. Right, because I'm entertaining and I'm a good conversationist. We can take this any way you want to, so no big deal. I just like having a conversation. And I welcome the conversation. You know what I mean? I welcome the conversation. I want to have the conversation. So where's my Remy Ma supporters? Let me see how good y'all. They like to really talk in them comments. They don't like to come up and have the conversation. I want to have the conversation and I want to get to the bottom of things. They can talk on blogs, they can talk in the comments, but how about having a conversation with a realist conversationer who actually understand what's going on? Since y'all believe y'all know what's going on, have the conversation with somebody who know what's going on too. And I just want to get to the bottom of things while we have this conversation. Okay, let me ask it in. Watch this. So Kwanda say Team Remy all day. So let me ask you a question, Kwanda. Let me say, is this truth or is this worship? Let me ask you the question, Kwanda. Where is your stand on Jesus? So I see you Remy Ma all day. Are you Jesus Christ all day? Because I see you got the energy ready for Remy. Do you have energy for the Lord Jesus Christ? That's all I'm asking. I want to ask that question. You got energy for him? The one who gave you life? The one who died for your sins? I'm just asking. That's a question I just want to ask. Okay, let me see. She says she loves Jesus all day. That's good. I like that. I like that. So can we represent him a little more? She said more than Remy. Okay, but a person wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have asked that. See, I know you're a Remy supporter. I wouldn't have known you love Jesus Christ if I wouldn't have asked you that. Something wrong with that picture. Something wrong with that picture, sis. I'm just saying, a person shouldn't know you're a Remy supporter and not know if you a supporter in the Lord Jesus Christ. See, you see where we going here? That should be recognized. You know what I mean? Boy. Right. That's what I'm saying. See, we want to be careful with that. Remember, if y'all remember, this was one of the problems that God always had when it came to his people, that they be finding other things to replace him with. Things and people. So if you notice, that's what they do. But listen, let me tell you something. One thing I always do when covering this story, and everybody know what I do, I'm going to equate and acknowledge God in some type of way, because there's nothing you can do in this world. There's nothing going on that God is not involved, good or bad, no matter how you look at it, good or bad. And I just be wanting people to open up their eyes to these things and challenge yourself on this. But I want to have the conversation. So let me get the link together. And I want to see some of them come up and have a conversation if they want to. So let's get some conversationists on here. Pop, there we go. So we're going to have the conversation. Meet me at the door. I have them for them. Come pick up your clothes. I have them for them. Hold on. Hold on, what are we doing here? This is crazy. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me see. All right. Okay. Here you go. So the link is there. I welcome anybody can come up and have the conversation. But you know, Remy supporters, I welcome y'all up here. I would love to have the conversation, because I do acknowledge and notice that I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Sis says that's what made me love your channel, because how you speak about Jesus being the head of your life, not only mine, yours too. That's the best way to go, ain't it? sis, listen, let me tell y'all something. People playing some dangerous games. We living in some terrible times right now. We are. And it's going to get worse and worse. And you know, anytime things get bad, you know who get it the worst? The poor and the ignorant. They always get it the worst. The poor and the ignorant will always get it the worst. And you just want to be equipped on things and know what's about to happen and take place. And God tell you that ahead of time to warn his people so you won't have to worry about falling into those traps. So you don't have to worry about falling into those traps. That's all I'm saying. Now, with that being said, I got the link there if anybody want to come up. I just want to have some conversation, but I want to play some things, right? I want to go to, I'm going to go to something, right? Let me tell you one of the reasons why I wanted to have these conversations too. So I y'all know, I keep y'all up on videos, man. I give y'all 4 videos a day, right? I give y'all 4 videos a day. So I want to play something. I'm going to go here. Then in here, I'm going to go. Let me go here. I think it's this one, if I ain't mistaken. No, I think it might be this one. Let's go here. So I want to play something. Let me see. Okay. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'm finna play something for y'all. So check this out. Okay, I want to go here. So I'm in the comments, right? I want to show y'all some of the comments. Open up some of these comments. So in these comments, right? I want to open up some of these comments. I want to read some things to y'all, right? So in these comments, right? So a person say in the comments, right? She says, nah. Let me tell you the title of this though. So the title of this video was called it was Remy Ma and Papoose agreed to stay together. It was that one. Remy Ma and Papoose agreed to stay together. Now, in this, so she says, the woman says, hold on. Look at what she says right there, y'all. Just trying to get this to go back a little bit. Okay, so look at what the woman says right here as we go into this. I want to show y'all something as I read some of these comments, right? Because I care about what the people think. I care about what they say. So here we go. This is what she said. This is crazy, right? So the woman says, nah. You looking into this from your Christian side. She said, you looking into this from your Christian side. True. I try to look into all these things from my Christian side, which means I shouldn't be biased towards no one. Cover the story in truth. Tell the truth, so help you God. Remember, when we was younger, our parents used to tell us this. Y'all remember y'all parents used to tell y'all this to get y'all to tell the truth? They used to say, tell the truth or shame the devil. How many of y'all remember that statement when y'all was younger? When your parents used to say that? Y'all remember when y'all parents things used to tell y'all that? Tell the truth or shame the devil? Do y'all remember that? Okay. So right. Right. Okay. So that's because lying was always despised about. But the Bible said in the last days, men will become haters of the truth and lovers of liars. They will become haters of truth and lovers of liars. The Bible say they will go around with itching ears, meaning that they're seeking out the lie to be entertained by it, right? So this is the era we live in, where when the lie was once unattractive, and this day and era is attractive. Like people purposely go to channels that deliberately lie and they are entertained by it and see nothing wrong with it. I'm bothered by things like that. Why? Because my spirit is different. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I wasn't a believer, a new creation in Christ, filled with the Holy Ghost, who wasn't changed, I probably would be doing the same thing. I'm gonna just be realistic with you. I probably would be doing the same thing. But since my spirit is different and I recognize who the enemy is, and the Bible called the devil a liar, and the Bible say the devil is the father of all liars. Well, since I know that, I try to train myself to stay in truth, to walk in truth. So when we're covering people's lives, no matter how messy they are, I'm just saying, if you're a person of integrity, you owe it to that person, even if they right or wrong in whatever situation they in, you owe it to the person to actually cover it in truth, especially when they celebrities and got names and brands. Now, what they put on themselves, that's on them. Don't be doing it. Don't be doing it if you don't want nobody to talk about it. If you don't want nobody using it against you, you don't want to be exposed, you don't want to continue to be, then stop doing it. Stop doing it. Okay? That's how you do that. I'm already on record saying it many times. You beat the internet by doing good. So, however, moving right along. So the woman says this, right? She said, you're looking into this from your Christian side. Then she basically saying, step out of Christianity and see it this way. That's a terrible perspective to use. To say, step out of how God wants you to see things and look at things in our lens, in our eyes. Okay, so let's step out and look at it in your eyes, and let's see how far we go with this, right? She say, nah. You're looking into this from a Christian side. As a woman, if I was Pap for 20 years, if I was with Pap for 20 years, and now I see Clarenzo publicly announcing what my husband is doing in the bedroom to her, she said, Poon Mama, no way would I ever touch him again. He can smell the stench. You can smell the stench from here. And he would not be allowed to kiss my daughter. They're done. And she got 16 likes on this. Like, right on, girl. Right on, girl. Let me see a reply. Let me see what somebody replied. Okay, so Miss Too Much, YouTube, she said, yes, she's done. And he is too. Okay. But here's the hypocrisy in this. Why do they ignore? See, this is what I be meaning by, you want to hold one accountable, but you don't want to hold the other one accountable. So let me show you what I mean by that. So she said, for Clarissa Shield publicly announcing that Papoose be eating her out, that he would be done and she would never want to touch him again. And not only not want to touch him again, but also he would not be allowed to ever kiss my child again. Okay. But you forget that Remy and Easy did it first. That's what's crazy. Remy and Easy did it first, and Easy was publicly saying it to everybody, all in battles and everything, recorded and everything on how he doing it to her and everything, and telling everybody. You get what I mean? So it's like, but when it comes to Papoose, you condemn him. But when it comes to Remy, she's exalted. That's that's the thing that I don't like, where it's not real. Okay, let me show you what I mean. It's crazy. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Uh, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. This what I be saying. So 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 if we go here, this what I be meaning. If we go here, okay. See, here's the thing that be crazy about people trying to defend this mess. If you can't have a conversation with people who know what happened to defend the mess, you're going to get embarrassed. I'm just keeping it 100. You're going to get embarrassed. Anybody who knows the truth about this story, that's been following it, know exactly where to go. Defending Remy Ma, you will be embarrassed. Defending Papoose, you will be embarrassed. Defending Clarissa Shield, you will be embarrassed. Defending Easy the Block Captain, you're going to get embarrassed if a person know the story and know exactly where to go. Listen, it's too much mess out here on them. It's too much. Look, we can stroll down. It's too much. We can stroll down everywhere. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. So it's crazy when I be seeing how people try to make it seem cute, make it seem on Remy behalf, make it seem as though, no, she doing her thing. I understand, girl. You was right. No, you're going to get embarrassed. Literally. Remy will embarrass you with her own words if anybody know where to go. All you got to do is play the clip. She will tell you out of her own mouth. What's crazy, they all will tell you out of their own mouth. Remy will tell you out of her own mouth. Easy will tell you out of his own mouth. Papoose will tell you out of his own mouth. And Clarissa Shields will tell you out of their own mouth. They contradict each other all the time, and they tell on each other all the time. All the time. This is the definition of what we call blind following. Blind following, which means you close your eyes to the things you know to be the truth just to justify doing what you do. Okay, sort of like what the word of God say. The word of God say that in the last days they will have eyes but don't see. Having eyes, they don't see. And having ears, they don't hear. So what's going on here? It's talking about how non-believers view life and how they are cut off and disconnected from the spiritual realm. Those who are non-believers, they see, but they don't see. They hear, but they don't hear. Those who believe, you see and you hear. You have the spirit of discernment. You recognize the spirit that's operating behind the actions of men. Therefore, you know that it's Satan's devices that he's using to cause discord among the brethren, by which there's a division among the people, by which his seed is being sown to actually continue to destroy. That's what it is. So it's too much out here. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much out here. But who get hurt the most? This is what I be trying to get y'all to understand, how evil and wicked people can be, that you forget who get hurt the most. Who get hurt the most? The kids. The kids get hurt the most every time. Every time. The kid get hurt the most. Think about that. Because of selfishness, because of pride, because of arrogance. See, you know the thing about parents? Parents always say, I love my children unconditionally. I love you unconditionally. Do you know what unconditionally mean? Do you know what unconditionally mean? No matter what, by any means necessary, right? But guess who y'all gave y'all family up for? Clarissa Shields and Easy the Black Captain. These are facts. These are truths. Because no matter what was going on under y'all roof, as a husband and wife who sworn to protect each other, who swore to look out for each other, who swore to work together, through sickness or health, through rich or poor, to death do y'all part, you were supposed to humble yourselves, if not for each other, if not for God, for the sake of your child. Since y'all love her, brought into this world, she didn't ask to be here. To work things out, to humble yourselves. But that ain't what happened. There was an abandonment on both ends. And here's the people trying to divide to see which one struck first, to justify the other one striking, to justify who we choose to support. Having eyes, they do not see, and having ears, they do not hear. They do not hear. We're not talking about a boyfriend and girlfriend. We're talking about a husband and a wife. The highest honor you can give a woman is making her your wife. That's the highest honor a woman can have, being your wife. The highest honor a man can have is being a husband. Those are the highest crowns that a man and woman can achieve. That's a fact. That's a godly fact. Let me prove that. When God created Adam, Adam wasn't the husband. Adam was the only one there. So he was just a man. But he was supernaturally intelligent. But he was just a man. Already with the knowledge to respond on the majesty of God. He wasn't born, he was created. So he was created fully grown, ready for service. He was called the Son of God. He was not the Son of God, but he was called a Son of God. And by him being called a Son of God, he was in relationship with God. And in that relationship, he was able to have communication and respond to the majesty of God in that relationship, by which he was not born, but created fully grown with supernatural intelligence. Then later on, as time went on, God decided now he's ready to have a wife. And then Adam went from being a man to now being a husband, a man with responsibility to love, to protect, to inspire, to build, to work side by side with. That's why she was taken out of his ribs, from his side. This woman would be his partner, his companion, to go through life at his side, through everything. She was taken from the rib that guard the heart, which means that she would be his everything. And she would be the protector of his heart. That's why a woman would go to the end of the world for a man that she loved. A woman would even betray God for a man that she loved. She's built like that. That's why the Bible says, husbands, love your wives, for she is the weaker vessel. That's according to her anatomy, her body, by which she was created. They more fragile. They more softer. Women rule more by emotion and not logic. That's why man is called the head, because he ruled through logic. He is supposed to gather things when things is broken down, get control over the situation, calm the storm of his wife emotions to ensure we're going to be okay, by which he was built by God to hold things together alongside his wife, who trusted in him off the education and wisdom of seeing him putting things together when they fall apart. That's when her trust in him began to build, when she know he is known for putting things together when they falling apart. Now, in this situation, they say they love each other unconditionally. They love their children unconditionally. Okay. Well, what's the problem? No matter how you want to look at it, and this is the thing that's crazy of what I be seeing and what I be hearing. Because, see, I have eyes, so I do see, and I have ears, so I do hear. But I see the enemy working through others to actually cause discord and blind people from the reality of the truth, trying to amen things that's actually false and from Satan. It ain't no amen to these people's actions. It ain't no exalting and glorifying their actions. And no matter what, Clarissa Shields and Easy the Block Captain is not held more accountable than Remy Ma and Papoose themselves. So I hate when people be actually trying to underplay this thing and want to actually put on pedestals the actions of Remy Ma, when in reality, she's hold and held more accountable alongside Papoose. That's just a real fact. You know what's sad about this? If this was somebody in your family, you would call it down the line. But because it's not, and people chasing after the glitter and gold and glamorous thing, you have allowed yourself to be deceived by the enemy, that you can't even call the truth the truth. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. I be listening to people talk and blogs and things be talking about this. They really be trying to put their spirit into this situation. What I mean by that, they really be trying to make it seem as though, or they want Remy to hate Papoose. Like they want her to hate him, at the same time calling themselves supporters of her. How could you be a supporter of her and you hate her husband? You hate her baby father. That's not support. That's actually exposing your behavior. Because if you actually supported her, loved her, like you say you do, you would pray for this family. You would want them to get things right for the sake of the little girl. You know this man wasn't no bad father, but you want to put him out there like he was. When his daughter is crazy about him, should we put up the videos of the daughter actually wanting to be with him rather than her? It's a reason why that was. Did you ever see those videos? Because I can put them up. She was crazy about her father. That's because he's there. Like he said, every day I took her to school. I picked her up from school every day. When she would be gone with Easy, I could show these things. I would be there with the baby when we lived together under the same roof before Clarissa Shields even came in the picture. Why y'all miss that part? Do you want me to bring it up? Because I could bring it up. Okay, I'm going to bring it up. Forget talking. Let me bring it up. Let me bring some stuff up. Let me show you some stuff. Because see, I don't like the lies to try to make it seem as though this man was not a good father or a good husband to his wife. And like a lot of people who don't fully know God, yes, you're going to get some things wrong. You're going to get some things wrong. I was like that, but I was never married. When I had my family, I wanted to do right by them. I just didn't know how because I was never taught. I was never told. My father wasn't really in my life like that. I was on my own ever since I was 14 years old in the streets. Okay? 14 years old in the street. My OGs, they wasn't 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. They were 20-year-olds. I was 14, and the OGs who ran our neighborhoods and blocks that we looked up to, they were 19 and 20 years old. What do they know? And we was all going through the same thing. A crisis of an era of crack and heroin. All the fathers, for the most part, is either on the drugs, dead, or incarcerated. And the mothers were left struggling, depending on the government, raising us in their emotions. And that's why you see so much killing going on. Because these young guys is raised by women. They don't know how to get control of their emotions to work things out when they wrong somebody. So the first thing they want to do is kill each other because they don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to accept losses and get back up from it. That's the purpose of having a man in the house to teach you that when you fall, you can get up. Accept accountability. When you wrong somebody, it's okay to apologize. That's not a sign of weakness. That's actually a sign of strength. And this is the era we living in now, where so many of these young boys are murdering and killing each other. Because a lot of them is operating in the spirit of women. They're not using their logics. They're run by emotions. They beating women, stabbing women, shooting women. They act just like women. They want to take the places of women. That's what you're seeing happening. There's an attack on it. There's an attack on the family. There's an attack on the family. These things are real. I love these conversations when they're real. Don't y'all like real talk? I love real talk. All this fake stuff on this internet, you barely could get anything real and solid. I love real talk. I love real talk. Watch this. Let's go here. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me get here. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Here we go. I gotta go to my thing. Every time, it's crazy. Every time I go to the internet, to try to find what I want, it don't pop up. But I gotta go to my channel to find it. Let's see this. Let me see. Hold on, watch this. Let's go here. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me go here. I've got to go to my channel and get it. I can go to my channel and get it. So let's go here. Let's see where I want to go. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. This is exactly what I be meaning, right? So let's go here. When she used to waking up to her father every day, now she can't wake up to her father every day. When he used to spending time with her every day.
Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1.
Exactly what I mean. I hate when people paint the picture and trying to actually cause discord to make it seem as though this man wasn't doing right by his family. Here's the thing. I don't like what he's doing when it comes to Clarissa Shields. I don't like that. I believe that him being with Clarissa Shields actually make him look bad, and it exposes him to a lot of things. Just like I see when Remy with Easy the Block Captain, the same exact thing. Remy being with Easy exposed her to a lot of things. It's terrible. Okay? These were some of the worst decisions they both ever made. But look who hurt the most. And I don't see how women and mothers not getting this. Like, I just don't like the spirit I'm seeing a lot of women operating in. It's very bitter. It's very unforgiving. It's very, it's like very aggressive. And then it's like this vicious man-hating spirit that's starting to arouse in a lot of women, and it's terrible, especially when you mothers and have sons. And most of these women that's even doing it, they have husbands and they in relationships, but still got a hate and a vicious bitterness of unforgiveness towards men, and trying to cause discord between men and women, even to the point to try to accuse me of it. He don't like women. That evil man hating spirit. It's a spirit of Jezebel. Not just in seduction, but also in deception. That's what it is. And this is what this man would be doing in his house, teaching his daughter as a young child how to defend and protect herself. This before any Clarissa Shields stuff. And look at how routine she is. You can't be routine like this. This routine showed that this is time that they spend together. Spending time with her every day.
Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1.
She got it.
2. 1. I said 1. 1.
She got it too. I'm keeping it real. That little girl got it. She got it. Okay? But look at the father's love. Look at the father's love. Remy recorded it many times of how the daughter preferred the father over her, because this is how he was in his home. This is how he was in his home. And we also found out through their lies that he wasn't cheating with that woman while he was married to Remy Ma, that they keep on lying about. Now, I can't speak for any other woman, but ain't another woman came forth. But for the woman they was using to come forth, that woman let it be known when she gave the last time they had sex, when she was on that bracelet, he wasn't even married. And when she got up to get up with him again, he told her, I'm married now. And they lied on that man because of how they feel about him being with Clarissa Shields. Yes, I hate him being with Clarissa Shields, but don't make it seem like he's the only one. That's what I don't like. Not telling the truth. Not telling the truth, because he's not the only one. But what it did show, he was faithful, just like he said. He was faithful to his marriage. Now, I called him out on that before because I didn't believe it at one time, especially as a result of what everybody be saying and pouring out and things like that. But ain't it amazing when you get to the bottom of things and you really look into it and you find out the truth for yourself? And this is what I mean by being able to retract what you said, to actually be man enough to say, you know what? I apologize. I was wrong about that. I was wrong about that. So I apologize. And that got to be heartbreaking as a man. when you being called out. I didn't heard women even say he wasn't even looking out for his kids. He don't even go see the golden child. He don't even go see his kid. I didn't heard literally bloggers say that about this man. He don't even be seeing his child. What? Yeah, things like that. Like, nah. I believe that's so wrong and unfair, you know. But again, I can't stop the internet. I can't control it. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me find this. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see.
1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1. Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1. Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1. Me. 1, 2. Me.
Okay.
Put your hands up.
Hold on.
1, 2, 1.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find something else because I want to just show y'all something, man. I want to show y'all something. Because, like I said, man, the spirit of the enemy just want to tear down families and divide. That's what he always do, man. What he say? Cut off the head, the body will fall. That's what he always do. Cut off the head, and the body will fall. So it's very important when watch this. Let me just show y'all something. Let me show you something now. Let me show you something. Let me go here. Where is that one video at? Let me see right here. Okay, maybe if I go here, I can find it. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Watch this. Let me show y'all something. Where's that video at? Trying to find this video, man. We had that video. Hold on, let me see. Man. That stuff be crazy, man. Okay, here you go. Found it. More proof. Okay, watch this. Watch this. More proof. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Okay. Bye. Now, watch this. Let me show you something. Let's go here. Check this out. Show y'all something. Okay, watch this. Let me show you something.
Excuse me.
Hey, you get too aggressive, dear.
I can't kiss him? No?
She gonna get in the middle.
Can you give God a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? No? Because Daddy.
Hey.
Okay, so Remy wanted to video record how obsessive the baby is over her father. So she wanted to record that the baby is so possessive of her father that she don't really like her being on her daddy. Like Remy wanted this recorded to show how crazy they are about each other, as y'all can see. So I don't be liking when people be trying. Listen, I get you don't like him with Clarissa Shields. I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. But don't go that far to try to say this man don't care about his kids. He don't love his wife. When y'all lied on this man, you lied on this man. Okay? That woman who y'all be bringing up, he was not having sex with that woman when he was married to Remy Ma both times, in jail or when he got out. By that woman's own admission of what she showed when she said the last time they had sex. And she even said, I knew him first, and I was having sex with him before Remy Ma. So she wasn't just a lady that came out of nowhere. How people were trying to paint it to make it seem as though he was messing with Remy first, then started messing with her afterwards. When in reality, he was messing with her first before Remy even came on the scene. And when he got married to Remy, he cut off her. We proved that. But yet people want to lie just to justify wanting to support Remy. You can still support Remy, but why would you lie on it? Why would you lie though like that? Why would y'all put that out there like that? And then it's so evil and deceitful because you actually don't even look. Remy would choose Papoose over any one of y'all. Any one of y'all claiming to be Remy supporters, she would choose Papoose over any one of y'all. If she had Papoose by the hand and one of y'all by the hand, and she was struggling on the cliff, and one of y'all had to let go that the other one to be saved, she's letting you go. She's letting you go and pulling Papoose up easy. You won't even have to think about it. Y'all want to act like because they showing us they separated that there's no love there, she don't care for him. When a woman was even interviewed on TMZ asking about Papoose and how they co-parent, she like, our co-parent is lovely. He called, look, when I call him, he come anytime I call him. She was still letting it be known, this is the relationship I have with him. I could say, Pap, he there. Clarissa didn't like that. Clarissa didn't even like that. That Remy still had that much power over him in their relationship, even though they supposed to be separated. That even with Clarissa, he could call like, hey, she could call like, hey. And he like, I gotta go. Come on now. See, you can't get around evidence like this. Whatever you saying out your mouth don't mean nothing. What do the evidence show? What do the evidence show? Well, why would you do somebody like that? That's crazy. And this is what I'm saying. It's so, the hypocrisy is terrible. Like I said, I believe they still working together in one way or another. I saw too much evidence for that to convince me. Too much of it. Too much of it. But they want to paint the picture like she hate his guts, she can't stand him, don't want nothing to do with him, don't want to be around him. That's false. That's false. That ain't true. So nah, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. And we understand what happened to him financially, by which he ain't had no money no more. Because he said Remy froze all the assets. Now, I'm even realistic enough to even catch this. Okay, if you have a gambling problem, and y'all already got a lien on the house and you in debt, listen, sometimes you have to do what you do to protect the sake of the home, especially when you got a child involved also. I get that. So I ain't closed-minded to that. I ain't closed-minded to that if that was the case. But if you was doing that in the sense of doing it to actually be selfish to the point that you control everything without, nah, that's wrong. Something wrong with that picture. I don't agree with that part. But at the end of the day, if they lives, they still gotta live it. It's their lives and they still gotta live it. But things like this speak for itself.
Excuse me.
Hey, you get too aggressive there.
I can't kiss him? No?
She gonna get in the middle.
Can you give Al a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? No? Because Daddy.
Hey.
Things like that speak for itself. But again, Remy wanted this recorded because she wanted people to see the bond that they not only have as a family, but also the bond that he have with his daughter and how she crazy about her father. So I just think when people do that stuff, it's like y'all don't. It's just I get what's happening though, right? In this internet, man, you in this internet, you believe because it's an audience for it, then I'm gonna feed the audience what they want. Just like it's an audience that hate Clarissa Shields right now. So as it's an audience that hate Clarissa Shields as a result of Clarissa Shields' actions and the things she doing, they want to be fed that information. Especially when Clarissa Shields keep putting information out here, keep doing crazy things. So she feeds it. She keep giving the internet and content creators what they want. More foolishness and mess from her, by which the things she do, and then have to explain herself and get more embarrassed by trying to explain the foolishness. But it's also an audience of people who dislike Papoose too now, even more, especially as a result of now shifting towards Remy Ma. So this is what you're seeing happening on the internet. There's a shift of, at one time, Remy was getting backlash behind what she was doing. Then Clarissa Shields got exposed on being a fake friend that stabbed Remy in the back. And then when Pap and Clarissa Shields once was being praised for being together as a result of wanting Papoose to deserve much better,
Because that's why they was being praised as a result of what Remy had did, by which women basically wanted to see Papoose with someone better as a result of what she was doing, and uh openly with Easy the Block Captain just embarrassing her and him. So when he first got up with Clarissa Shields, they thought it was a good connection. Like, okay, cool. This is a young, attractive woman. She the female champion. She ain't married. She ain't got no kids. And Remy did Pap wrong. And, while they was married, messing with Easy, and all that mess that went on. So women wanted to see him with somebody they felt would be a better fit for him. But that's because they didn't know Clarissa Shields' background at that time. They didn't know the things she did. They didn't know the origins of the situation. But then when that came out, the roles were reversed again and things were different. Because people like, what? What they do? What's he do? You get what I mean? And then when that happened, as a result of that, then what we saw take place behind that, they started getting a lot of the backlash. Because people started finding out, and then people started saying things like, oh, he was cheating during the marriage. So that was going on through the whole thing. Oh, Remy wanted her lick back. So now it was another shift. So it shifted again. It was 3 different shifts. I'm going to give you, it was 3 shifts. So when it first happened, Remy getting backlash, and Papoose was exalted. Then Papoose started getting backlash. Then Clarissa Shields started getting backlash. So it just started shifting. That the people started shifting. Easy ain't never caught a break. He just was down out the gate. Even though Easy got a huge following in battle rap, but when it came to the celebrity world, he was just bad. He was just done away with out of the gate. Out of the gate. He was just done with out of the gate. So when I look at their situation, like I said, man, I would rather them reconcile and work it out, man, to do right by their family and their kids. Because, like I said, another thing people don't get, her son is locked up for murder behind this breakdown that they had in their household. And that's what the enemy want. He look at how he winning from that. Somebody lost their life, her other son in prison. Then you got the man out of the home. Then you got the baby now. See, that's how the enemy work. It's like a domino effect. It's like a domino effect. So somebody lost their life through this. She lost her son, her firstborn, her only son. He locked away. Then all on the internet, you seeing this embarrassment, the scandal. See, this is what I be meaning. Look at how the enemy work. Look at the pattern. Look at the domino effect. And then look how he used his children to plant the seeds. Nah, man. When we mention adultery, it's an acknowledgement of God. But if you're going to mention adultery as an acknowledgement of God, then acknowledge God in the truth of it all. Not just the parts you want. And that be the thing right there on that. So, yeah, I don't go that far to do that type of stuff when people be doing that. Okay, watch this. Chrissy says, Battle Truth, you love bringing her son up. Why? Because it's an education tool. Why forget about him? Why forget about him? You want to just forget about him like he don't exist, like it ain't happened? Somebody died for real. Somebody locked up in jail for real. They need to be reminded of this, of what they lost doing this mess. See, look, no disrespect to you, Chrissy, but this is why when people are evangelizing You leave evangelizing to the people who know how to evangelize, knowing how the Spirit convicts. The Spirit convicts the heart to bring them to repentance. But you can't convict if the situation is not being addressed and the truth of what it is. So yes, I bring them up on purpose because I know how to evangelize. I know how the Spirit of God uses these things, not only for them, but for other people who listening, because it is the truth. While they on here talking about they got money and I'm big bank this and big bank that, I got all this. Your son murdered a man for money, and he's locked up probably for the rest of his life behind this because your house was divided. That's how the enemy works. And that is part of the cost of adultery. And it is scripture. The Bible talks about how adultery leads to death. That's exactly what was happening. Because when there was order in their home, it was balanced. It was balanced, held together. But then when the division came and the power struggle came and they wasn't able to work amongst each other, and infidelity come in, then the innocence is broken. When the innocence broken, the trust is gone. The trust is gone that allows the enemy to continue to have a foot in a home by which everyone is separate, going on their own ways and left to their own devices. That's what happened. That's why people need to read more, pray more. Stop being easily deceived by the ways of the world. That's how that works. Oh, watch this. She said he was grown and made his own choices, but he's a reflection of his upbringing. Mama a gangster, right? Ain't mama a gangster? Ain't that her name? The God mama? That's what she called herself, right? Okay, so what do you think was being spewed in him? Do you want me to play this other audio? Do you want me to play this other audio? Because I can play you this audio of her basically talking about how she didn't really know how to raise her son. You want me to play that? Because I can play that. This is what I be trying to tell you. You really don't want to go down this road with a person who actually know the truth, because I know exactly where to go. It will embarrass y'all. It really will. So I don't see why people even go there. What you need to do is acknowledge what's happening, then pray for them and give them, and instead of encouraging the mess, instead of encouraging it and holding one accountable and not the other one accountable, which is terrible, what you want to do is tell the truth about the situation and educate those who actually is married, who might go through this one day, who might be going through this right now, and who have went through this before. See, that's the difference in how I break down things. I'm not going to only talk about the problem. I'm going to give the solution. And I'm going to speak by the Spirit of the living God and allow the Spirit of God to convict. Because it ain't only for them, it's for anybody else that's listening. And I have got many people who have hit me up in the back like, man, you know what? I like how you did that. That's helping me out of my marriage. That's helping me out of my family. Those are things that people call me on the phone and talk about, hit me in my emails and talk about, text message me in the background and talk about while using this story. I've been doing this for over 20 years. So I know how the Spirit of God works, and I know how to evangelize. Anybody could get on here and talk about the situation, but tell the truth about the situation and what would have been the solution and how do we get this far. And what I do is try to open up the eyes of the Spirit that's behind the actions, because everything takes place first in the spiritual realm. You think something before you do it. That's how fast your brain operates. When you talking and when you walking and when you're doing something, you already thought it first in your brain before doing it. So everything takes place in the spirit before the physical. That's even when somebody die. A person don't die till he what? Breathes his last breath. What is the breath? The ruach. What is the ruach? It means the breath, the spirit. And that's why I say he breathed his last breath. Because the spirit left. Then the body died. See, the spirit left and the body died. The spirit left and the body died. That is a lesson. Without the spirit of God, you eventually die. You die in your marriage. You die in your finances. You die in your body. You die in your children. You die. You die. A lot of people don't want to believe that. They don't want to hold to that. But if you're a person who love wisdom, if you're a person who love wisdom, and if you're a person who understand life, when you do that, it will help you out. It'll help you out. I wish when I was coming up, I had somebody to tell me, hey, brother, what you're doing is not right, man. You're killing the neighborhood with these drugs, man. It's hurting a lot of families and things like that. I didn't have that. I was in a community where people actually looked up to me for being a drug dealer. They used to praise me. They used to honor me. They used to congratulate me. They used to compliment me for being a drug dealer. Like, man, I like what you're doing in the neighborhood, man. You keeping down a lot of violence in the neighborhood, man. You ain't like these other drug dealers. But what was the real truth? No, I was keeping down violence in the neighborhood because I didn't want to draw attention to my spots while I'm making money. But people were thinking because I was keeping down drama in the neighborhood that I was actually doing right by the neighborhood. No, I just didn't want none of my houses being targeted by the police. But they used to compliment me on that. They used to compliment me on giving kids money because every Sunday I would throw what was called Kids Day, where I would be ordering like $1,000 of pizzas and toys for kids. So I would be doing that for the neighborhood. And people used to come up to me like, man, it's a good thing what you're doing for these kids out here. You're giving them toys and back to school stuff and pizzas and all that. Yeah. But I'm selling a mom and daddy drugs. I'm selling a mom and daddy drugs. I got they food stamps. They used to compliment me all the time for being a drug dealer. But I was destroying a community. And that's how you is when you lost. Having eyes they don't see and having ears they don't hear. That's what was going on. What's going on, Laquanda? Am I saying your name right? Laquanda Peatway? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I just got in from work. Hey, BT.
Hey, how you doing, beautiful?
Um, the problem that I have is like the stuff he was doing a whole lot of things before all of the um. What's the guy name? The Easy Block guy.
Give me an example.
Like Papoose was out here really like doing it because because I know you watch Nyla and all that too, but she really like broke down all of the things that Papoose was doing
Give me an
like
example.
before Clarissa. Okay, well, I just got off of work, so my mind got to decompress. But he was like literally messing with other women. Like he had people that knew him from like back then, like back before he got with Clarissa Shields, and came on there saying because she did a long live, so I can't really like remember everything, but it was other women, not the one that you was showing us
Mhm.
earlier, but it was like other chicks and other like just crazy stuff he was out here doing. And it's just like, I'm not, I love Remy. I do not worship, but I love I just grew up on Remy. So I like Remy.
Do you believe Remy was doing wrong?
Yes.
Okay, so why that's not being addressed?
But no, I ain't get there yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because I okay. Well, as far as the seeing what Remy did wrong is you talking about with the rapping guy? Because that's the only thing I know that
I'm
she.
talking about period.
Well, I don't know how true the sleep, having the woman in the house with her in the bed and all. I don't know how true none of that is, but it's
So you believe he made that up, even though
no.
he's talking to her,
I
confronting her
I
about
can't
that.
say that he made it up, but it's like he fabricating it. If it's true, if it is true,
Why would you
he's
believe
making it
why would you
like
believe he fabricated it though? Why would you believe
because
that
he
was
was
a
upset
fabrication?
in that live that he did when he was sitting there, the like calling her a narcissist and all that stuff. Like I've dealt with a guy just like Papoose. And I'm not saying Remedy is perfect at all, but it's just like everything that he's doing or everything that's coming out, it is showing that it's stuff in the background that we all don't know.
Like
So no, but to me,
I need evidence. So I can't just go off of what people were saying. Cause here's the thing that I always know when this is what I always know just by using my common sense and being experienced to life, right?
Mhm.
If y'all gonna hold Remy accountable to being this smart, wise woman who's in street and know all this, again, when Remy is making her complaint about what it was that she didn't like about Papoose, she's not bringing up women, and she would know more than any one of y'all, any one of us. She would know more than any one of us. But what she do say is that she couldn't get a break from him because he would be smothering her all the time. He always wanted to be around her, always wanted to be up under her. That's what she said. Then she says that he wasn't cutting the bill financially. She don't bring up all these other girls like so many women are trying to do to say this was her problem. She
Well,
don't bring
she
that up.
did say that she had to fight baby mothers and stuff
She said
at
when
his
I got out of jail,
yeah.
right? She said I ain't gonna talk about when I got out of jail. I had to get into it with baby mamas and stuff. Yes, she did say that because Pap already got baby mamas based upon having other kids prior before Remy Ma.
But
Now,
she was his wife then when she got out of jail. She was
but
his wife.
okay, but here's the thing though. She didn't get into specifics based upon what she been getting into it with these baby mothers about. Just because you get into it with my baby
She
mama don't
said
mean I'm having sex with her.
she said that the girl was telling her whatever pertaining to the baby mom and Papoose, and she said the only reason why she was mad because she was just mad. She's like she knew the girl wasn't lying though. All the stuff that she was telling her that was going on with Papoose, she said she was just mad, but she knew that the girl wasn't lying.
Okay, what girl was that? Because the girl
Well,
that
she didn't she said the only thing I heard her say was baby mother. So I'm not see Remy the only one. Remy and Papoose is the only ones that's really not talking. Clarissa is doing all the talking, and it's crazy to me how she's doing the most talking.
this the thing that's funny to me, I get. So when Remy say Papoose been with somebody else, it's facts. But when Papoose say Remy been with somebody else, it's a lie. So when Papoose say,
No,
yes, that's exactly what I'm hearing. That's exactly what I'm hearing. So when Remy say Papoose did this, he did that. Then when Remy, then when Pap say Remy was with all these different people, then what he's saying is a lie. It's like,
but
what's going
but
on?
but it just seemed like he's very exaggerated about. Oh, she just won't close her legs and all of this stuff. That sounds like a guy that's mad and lost his wife and family.
And you would be a man who lost his wife and family should be mad, right? Because
But
I'd be mad.
to me is I don't know. They both got their own parts in it, and we all not there. So we and wasn't there when all of this stuff was going on. But
And that's my point right there, sis. That's my point right there. If you're going to call it one way, call it the other way. Hold them all accountable. Why do people want Remy to look good in this situation when she's just as guilty as
well, they
Papoose is?
all look bad to me. I just like Remy, but but I'm not taking her side saying that. Oh no, Remy just right. No, I'm not saying that at all.
Let
I'm
me ask
definitely
you the
not saying
question.
that.
Laquanda, let me ask you the question.
Yes, sir.
Who hurt the most in this situation? Papa, Remy, or Easy or Clarissa? Easy and Clarissa.
Who hurt the worst?
Yeah, who hurt the worst in this situation? Papoose and Remy Ma or Easy the Block Captain and Clarissa Shields?
I don't think none of them hurt the worst. I think it's the babies. Well, the baby.
Definitely the
Mhm.
baby, but I'm talking about in those situations, those who I just named: Papoose, Remy, Clarissa Shields, Easy the Block Captain. Who you believe hurt the most, or who you believe is held more accountable?
Um,
I just
that's
want
a
you to be rational and think about that. Sis.
that's a
Think
good
about it.
question. That's a good question because I'm not sure.
You not sure who's hold more accountable, even though it was Remy and Pap who was married, and Clarissa Shields and Easy
Oh
is
well,
not.
yeah. I mean, yeah, because it was their marriage, so it's
Right.
Remy and Papoose. Absolutely.
And let's be
Okay, I get
honest,
it. Yeah,
And Clarissa ain't got no kids, right, sis?
you right.
So she ain't got to worry about her kids being shamed,
You
embarrassed, her
right.
daughter being without her father or mama.
You are absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying, sis. So it's like, if we're going to call it, let's look at it in honesty of what it really truly is. It's
You're
not
right.
adultery if neither one of them don't open their leg to these people. But guess what? We know for a fact that they both was having sex with Easy and Clarissa Shields. So if we
You
know
are
that
right.
for a fact, then why are we trying to highlight one over another? That don't work. That ain't fair, is it, sis?
No, it's not. But you gotta you. But this is a thing too. Everybody's quiet in this equation except for Clarissa, and that's why she getting all the flack because she won't just go be. I try my best to. I don't hate her, and I try my best to like her and just not even think bad things pertaining to her. But the minute that woman opens her mouth, it just go out the window of why I don't hate her, but I don't like her.
Okay, so let me ask you this, sis, on some real stuff. If they really okay, look, look, Clarissa is the loudest. But but sis, they be picking with each other though. Don't let's just be honest. They be picking with each other, don't they?
Well, Remy wasn't saying nothing for a long, long time.
Remy always says something. Like, what do you mean Remy ain't say nothing?
She didn't start really saying that until she put out the diss tracks.
Remy said
And then,
something?
but I'm talking about not no, I'm talking about the text messages when it all first came out. She
Right,
was saying something then, and
right.
then after all of that was put out there, Remy went quiet.
No, she wasn't going quiet. She was still releasing things on Instagram, Twitter. She was taking her shots, saying little quotes. And Clarissa sometimes would comment on it. Just Clarissa was more louder, but Remy was still taking her jabs. She was still taking her shots.
And he was messing with Clarissa before Remy even found out about the text messages and stuff. He was already dealing with that girl.
That's true. But
So
she
it's
came,
just like,
but she came 2 years later.
no,
She
she
came
came into our view 2 years later.
no, she came 2 years later. She did come 2 years later. That's already proven.
Clarissa?
That's already proven to be a fact.
I just want to clarify about this side chick because I know her. I don't mean to interrupt, but I know her. I grew up with her. So a lot of this stuff you said is lies. I know the side chick from Hartford, Connecticut. She's from
Well, which
Sands
side chick?
Province. The one, you know what? Y'all
That
call her.
Topanga
Yes,
lady.
but I'm
Okay,
gonna tell
I couldn't say her name,
but
Topanga.
let me tell you this how real it is. Y'all call her Topanga. Everybody in Hartford call her Topaz. Y'all didn't know that,
I
did
saw
you?
that. I saw that.
Okay, and I'm
You
from
from New
Hartford,
York?
Connecticut. Let me
I'm
let
from
me
New York.
let me tell you, I grew up in Hartford, but I used to go back and forth from Hartford to New York. Is the state is right next to each other. Okay, I know this girl so good that she dropped out of She didn't even go to high school. She was a
Oh
304
my.
when she was. Yeah, I'm about to run it down. So when Black Truth act like he know these people, you don't. You don't.
I ain't
And I
acting like
don't want
I'm
to. I
knowing her
really
own.
don't
Hold
want to
on, let
put
me
her
say this. I'm gonna
business
let you
out there.
talk. Listen. Sweetness. I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm just telling you, I'm going off of what they saying. So when you say Battle Truth act like he know what he talking about, I'm bringing up receipts based upon what I actually speak about. So
Well,
I'm not going off
well. Let me tell
opinion.
you,
Go ahead.
it's another content creator. That's my girl. I won't mention her name. I brought up receipts too. She know that I know this girl.
You can mention their name. I don't care
My
about
niece,
that on my platform.
my niece is good friends with this girl, Topaz. That's her name, Topaz from Sands Project. That's where she from.
Okay, break it down. Let me hear what you got. Let me hear what
Okay.
you got.
I'm gonna break it down. I really didn't want to put her business out there, but I'm gonna have to because
You
Then
this
don't
might
is
as
say her
personal.
name.
well. You
Then
might
don't
as
say her
well.
name. Hold on. Wait.
I'm not, just let me finish and then I'm gonna drop down.
Hold on.
Okay, she's a
I'm
three.
trying to get order so that when you say it, you could be free to say what you want.
Okay.
You can say her name if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to say her name.
Okay, I
Go ahead.
just said it. They call her Topaz. Okay, that's her name. They don't even call her by her full name. Okay, when we was all growing up, some of our parents did not want because she's not in her 40s. She's in her 50s. I got her by 2 years. Okay, let's get that clear. Some of our parents did not want us to hang around this girl because she was considered fast. She was a dropout. She didn't even go to finish middle school. Let's get that clear. She was into rugs and all that kind of stuff. And she used to lace her stuff. I'm gonna say allegedly to keep your channel safe. But yeah, I lived on Cleveland Avenue. She lived on North Main Street. Sands Apartments. Then she used to hang around Bellevue Square, right next to Sands Apartments. Then she used to hang in Stowe Village, what they call the Ville. So, and if she want to come up on here and try to challenge me, she don't because my niece is good friends with her, and we used to ask her, my niece, why does the hell is you hanging around this chick? And me and my niece is only 2 years apart. That's facts.
Okay, but you ain't proving nothing that she did. You
I'm
say you
proving.
got
I'm proving.
okay.
Let me get
Yeah,
there. Let
because
me
I'm
get there.
definitely waiting for the
I'm trying to
facts.
tell you a break. I'm telling you a breakdown.
Okay.
Okay, is a promoter, and back in the early 2000s, before Remy was in the picture, her and Pompoose was together.
She
And
said that.
after and
She said
during
that.
and this is the tea. And
She
then I'm about
said
to drop.
that too.
But wait a minute, this is the tea that you don't know. She was trying to get on Love and Hip Hop. Did you know that?
Oh
And
God.
the reason why I'm saying that,
Mhm.
because I was telling my niece, I was like, I hope this girl don't get on Love and Hip Hop because if anything pop off, and because by you being close friends with her and stuff, I'ma have to get in it and somebody try to f with my niece.
Oh jeez.
And I was telling my niece, please tell your friend that don't push the issue to get on Love and Hip Hop.
But
That's
sis,
that.
I'm still waiting for you to say something. We know all this already. I thought you were finna say something we didn't know.
I'm telling you that she was messing with Pompoose when before Remy and after doing Remy and doing
She
when
said
Remy was
that.
in jail.
Okay.
That lady said
Okay.
that.
Okay. Hold on. Where
She
is
got paid. She got paid. And he put hands on her. And you want to talk about somebody need to get back with their marriage. I'm a married woman. But if my husband start beating me and stuff, and you know, I would not want my child to see that kind of stuff.
oh,
You telling
Remy
people
said
they
y'all would
should
cry
not,
if y'all
yes,
knew.
yes, yes.
hold
And
on. Let's go ahead and let her finish.
even Topaz said that Papoose put hands on her. And we know it.
When did she say that Papoose was putting hands on who? She said Papoose was putting hands on who?
Yes.
No.
Even she said he got a hand problem.
Who was he
And,
Yes,
putting that?
Clarissa said that too.
Hold on. Who was saying that Papoose putting hands on who?
everybody in Hartford, Connecticut knows that. She told everybody that.
Okay,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm trying
I'm
to have
from Hartford.
hold on. I'm trying to have this conversation with you, sis. Now you said Topaz said who have a hand problem
Pompoose.
as far as what?
Putting
Hitting her,
hands on her. What you
smacking,
mean?
punching, kicking.
Okay, hold on.
Hitting women.
Okay, hold
She
on.
said that back then, back in the days.
Okay, where is that footage at? Is it
Ain't
any
no
footage?
footage.
Uh, is it
She
anywhere where she's recorded saying that? Because
How many videos do
she
you
just
know of men
hold
beating
on,
up
but
on
this
their
what I'm
women that's
know
on
this
video?
girl.
hold
I
on, wait,
know this girl. But
hold
listen,
on.
you want to know so much
Oh
about you.
God.
Once you go on the streets of Hartford and stuff, and everybody can tell you what this girl was saying.
Okay,
Everybody.
Okay, wait, hold
I'm
on.
telling you, I'm a witness that she said these kind of things.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, I hear you, sis. But I'm what's called an apologetic. So I listen to things and I examine and assess the information. And what you're
Okay.
telling me is just speculation without any truth to what I could handle as truth. You saying
Okay.
that Papoose, okay, watch this. You saying Papoose put his hands on women, even though we don't have no proof of him putting hands on women. So where do we get this from?
The girl says these things in Hartford, Connecticut. A lot of people in Hartford know this girl. She's been saying this for years. I don't understand why you don't think he put hands on her. She told everybody on town before all this. She said all this stuff before Remy and them and this easy to block situation. She
Oh,
said this back then. That's why I didn't want my niece to be hanging with her because I knew what was the plan. She was going to try to expose and stuff on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't want my niece to get dragged into that.
see,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
my only okay, I hear you, sis.
I don't gotta
But
lie on the girl because I know the girls. I know the girls since I was like
look,
14 years
I'm
old. Me and
I'm
her only 2 years apart. She lived right on. Used to grew up on Sands Project on North Main Street. You can look up Sands Projects.
I hear you.
See,
But this all
and
I'm
she was
saying
a
is
304 then. They used to call the little boys used to call her the burning bed. Okay.
okay, I get all that. But when we're talking about accusations and things,
She's a liar. She's a liar. She got paid off. She's a
okay,
liar
okay,
and
now
stuff.
this
She's a
okay,
liar and some stuff. She was when she was backtracking. Let me tell you, she was going around in Hartford, Connecticut, telling people that Pompoose was her baby father. Then she backtracked.
okay. This what I'm saying, sis. Look
She
look at
got
what
paid off.
More than enough.
She said that too.
okay.
Thank
This
you, ma'am. Cause I don't gotta lie. I'm from the beat. I know. I know this hood rat.
okay. This is what I'm
Oh,
trying to
jeez.
this what I'm trying to say, sis. You say she a liar, but then you want me to accept what you believe
She
she said
only
to
part
be.
that she lied about is when she's backtracked because she got paid off when she said that Pompoose wasn't her baby father. She was telling everybody that. Then she
So
got paid off. Then she backtracked.
okay,
That's what I'm telling you.
okay, I hear you, sis. So in other words, are
But
you
but on her defense, what I'm gonna say is she is a true hustler. I ain't gonna lie. She was doing the slanging and stuff at the age of 13. She is a hustler. That's facts. Only thing that I got a problem with her lying about when she said that Pound Poos is not divine and all that when she was running around town saying it, he was.
so are you saying
It's a
Papoose?
money grab to me, if you ask me. She got paid off.
So are you
Yeah,
saying
that's what it sounded like to me
it
too.
don't sound like she got paid off to me, but
Not right now, like
Oh,
back in the day.
I ain't gonna lie. The girl got money. I ain't gonna lie on her. Well, I'm gonna tell the truth on her. Just because I know her business a little bit, a lot, or a little bit, or a lot, or whatever how you want to take it. But I'm gonna tell you, she is a hustler. She is a hustler, and I ain't gonna say she one of them broke Hartford chicks, cause she's not.
okay,
She's not.
okay, this what I'm saying. This what I'm trying to say.
Looks can be deceiving. She's
O-
heavy in them streets.
Okay, this what I'm trying to say, sis. So
She sound like it too.
okay, hold on. This what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say this. So are you saying that the Topanga woman was saying Papoose was putting hands on her?
Yes.
And you saying she was saying this in the streets though? This is what you know.
She was saying it in the streets, and I'm gonna try to. I think maybe I'm gonna see if I, because a lot of the. Let me tell you another thing about it. In the beginning, when she was trying to expose, this was like maybe 15 or 10 years ago or whatever. You can't even see those videos anymore. I believe this. Now this. I don't know if Papoose or Remy scrubbed them, but I can't find them anymore. But I remember seeing those videos because I was like, oh my God, this girl, she was, I could go into detail because I didn't want my niece to get dragged in it because they good friends. She was making mad kind of videos. You can see how she was talking back then. The girl was talking reckless. She was, but a lot of the videos, because I was trying to get it, I can't find them no more. But during that time, she was making all kind of videos about Pompoos, saying that's my baby daddy and all that kind of stuff. You don't see them videos no more. I know because I seen those videos when it was happening, but I can't see it now. So I'm thinking they must have scrubbed them. That's why I'm thinking my opinion.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I know, Battle Truth. Barking on that chick is not the way to go. Because if
Okay.
she keep on running her mouth, a lot of people from Hartford, Connecticut, gonna expose her, and I'm one of them.
Okay. Now, my only thing is this, sis, right? I'm just going off of the information that is out here. And if I'm going by the information that is out here, now you saying it used to be out here, but it ain't out here no more. I can't go off that then because it's not out here. But if I'm going off of what was out here, that put out here, I'm taking it at face value of what she's saying. And that don't even mean that it's the truth because she's saying it. But if I'm taking it at face value of what she's saying, it's not lining up with what everybody else is saying. Like in this interview right here, when she talking and speaking about it, she said the last time she had Papoose, last time she had sex with Papoose is when she was on the bracelet and ended up
That's when I
violating.
believe that's when they start scrubbing her stuff, and she start. That's just around the time, my opinion, she started backtracking. But
But
before
she
this,
did say in that interview that
she
she was
was
messing with
running.
him before and after the marriage.
And she been running her mouth. Well, yeah, I seen that. That's the only proof that I seen so far. But before that, you don't gotta believe me. But I'm telling you what I know, and I'm not gonna lie on this dirty hood rat chick. I know her. Okay.
Okay, this one I'm trying to tell you. In this particular interview that she did, in this interview, she calling herself exposing Papoose. She's not in this interview helping him out because she literally calling him a cheater, a liar. So she's not sparing him in this interview. In this interview, she's not sparing him. This
Only
is
part she's sparing him about is when she was talking about that. What I'm pissed off about, she know darn well she was running around town, and she said it on interviews before, which I believe got scrubbed. That Pompoose was the baby. That's how it all started. That's how she was trying to
She
get
said
on
it on
Love and Hip
Tasha
Hop.
K.
and Tasha K. I ain't hear her say that. She actually said she didn't want her baby involved because it's not really his baby. I didn't hear her say that on Tasha K. I heard that clip, and she wasn't
No,
saying
not
her
that
baby was the
that's his
baby.
baby, but
Right? She
about
said, "I
messing
don't know
with
why."
him.
Well, I
Yeah.
know she was running around town because I know for a fact because my niece is good friends with her. She was running around town saying Pompoose was her baby daddy. She was trying to get on Love and Hip Hop and all this kind of stuff. And that's when I was getting irritated, and I was like, I hope my niece don't get on it because the reason why I didn't want my niece to get on it because if she friends with her, she dragged her on that show, and if anything happened to my niece and stuff, the family gonna pull up. So I didn't want all that drama with my niece and stuff. That's why I was like, you need to talk to your friend and tell her don't get on Love and Hip Hop. Next thing I know, she got paid off because she was pushing to get on Love and Hip Hop. Believe that. If you don't believe nothing else I say, believe that.
Oh, Okay, I'm just assessing the information, sis.
This is all crazy.
Going off of
Because
what listen, I'm going.
I already proved to one of my homegirl, big up to her. I won't say it because I know people don't like saying other people content creators, but I already proved
You
to
can
her.
say it on my channel. I don't
Okay.
care. I
Okay,
don't
I
care.
already big up to my girl Naughty Love. I already proved to her where I'm from. And she know what I say is solid. It's so good that I'm trying to get my niece to get an interview with her. That's how real it is. And
Okay.
then, damn it, and to keep it a beam, my niece ain't started really messing with her until maybe like 2015 to until now. I've been knowing this chick from since school until now. So if anybody, I told her let interview me. Cause she can't lie. Cause that girl is from Sands Projects on North Main Street, Hartford, Connecticut. Look up Sands Projects on North Main, Hartford, Connecticut.
I'm hearing all that, sis, but you still ain't presenting no proof. You just saying she's a whore and she's a liar. You're not presenting any facts about this situation. You just saying she's a
But
whore and a liar and a
what you
whore.
mean facts of Battle Truth? That what I'm saying is a lot of stuff got scrubbed. A
Okay.
lot of stuff got scrubbed. But I'm telling you what I know. She was running around town because I'm one of the people that know firsthand that she was saying that Papoose was the baby father. She got paid off.
Okay.
She said she got paid. That's what the lady said.
Okay. So are you implying that the child she's saying is not Papoose, it's actually Papoose, and she got paid
I
off?
don't think, but
No, the
probably I
baby
don't
is
think that.
not
I'm not
Papoose
implying it.
baby.
I don't think it is Papoose because she's a 304.
She said it's not Pap baby. She said
But she,
that. She
what
said it's
I'm
not his
saying
baby.
is, what I'm saying is, she was going around saying that Papoose was the baby father. But I didn't. But when she was running around saying it, I ain't believe it because she's a 304. She been a 304 since a kid.
Yeah, but you still ain't presenting no facts about. Okay, what's the facts you want to know? That she got paid off and that she lied. What was it that she
So
lied about
BT,
that she
what
got
kind
paid?
of facts you want? You want like paper
She
facts?
said
You want
she
like
said she came up here because she know the girl. She can explain
What
to her.
I'm
She
saying,
can
the facts I'm trying to say is that the girl was running around
Mhm.
Hartford, Connecticut at the time saying Papoose was the baby father. Then
Okay.
she backtracked. Then she got paid. And
Okay.
how the reason why I know she got paid because her and my niece are good friends.
So
And
what?
Hartford, Connecticut is a small city. Stuff gets around.
Okay. So here's the thing. So if she was saying this, then she didn't say it. Which part do you believe? If what you're saying she lied and contradict herself, so what part of it do you believe? If she's doing that, then you know what they call this in court, that it can't be used as a result of her contradicting herself.
And
And
she go around telling
they'll
people,
call it hearsay.
no, it's hearsay if you hear from somebody else. But if you hear it from her directly, it's not hearsay.
what do you believe she's telling the truth about?
I believe everything that she's telling the truth. Only thing I got a problem is with when she backtracking saying that she didn't say that Papoose was her baby father.
Well, according to
And the
her
reason
talking,
why she's saying that because she got paid and a lot of stuff she was saying it on live back then, but the stuff is scrubbed. Because I even tried to go because I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it on YouTube. But now when I go back, I can't find it anymore. And I know what I saw and what she said.
okay, again, in this interview, she said the last time she had sex with Papoose, she was on a bracelet. Then she violated her conditions of the bracelet and got sent to prison. Then
She
her
was messing with Papoose in early 2000s all the way up because she's a promoter and we used to see her hanging around with Papoose. So that's a lie too. if she's saying that she ain't mess with him and all this kind of, she was messing with him before when, like she said, before Remy, after Remy, and during Remy.
She definitely said that.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I seen that for, and I ain't saying a legend. I seen that for a fact. Her running around town in Hartford, Connecticut with pompoos. But I would say allegedly to say it for your channel. But we all know what went down in Hartford, Connecticut, because we seen it. So only thing that I got a problem with this chick is she need to stop lying. She knows she was going around town saying Pompoose was the father. Now she changed her story because she got paid. Money which make you shut up about certain stuff. Battle Truth. That's all I got to say on that.
So if that was the case, then if she got paid to say that wasn't his child, then why would she do an interview only to say that? Why would she do an interview then if she already got paid? Why do an interview?
I don't know why was she that interview that
Because
she
that
did.
money done ran
That
out.
was
That was a long
hold
time
on.
ago.
Let me cook on that. That interview was 3 years ago when she was running around saying Pompoose was the baby father. That was way back then. That was like 15 years ago or 10 years ago. But that interview that she just did with that man, that was like 3 or 4 years ago. That
Right.
wasn't during the time that she was running around town saying Pompoose was her baby father.
Okay. And I get it, sis. And this what I be meaning by having discernment and using logics. You already said the woman is a liar. Well, if you saying the woman is a liar, then what do you believe to be true that she's saying at the same time saying she's a liar?
Only thing I'm saying that she lied. Everything else she said is the truth about her messing around with him and all that stuff and the stuff during, after, and before. That's all true. Only thing that she lied about because she got paid. How many times I gotta keep saying it?
Okay,
Is
cool.
when she said about the baby. About him not being the baby father, when she was running around town telling everybody it, and a mama that Pompoose was the father, but
Okay.
she got paid.
If she got
And
paid,
why?
I
And
think
how
that was
I
her
know?
in
How
that
I
car
know she
too
got
that was
paid?
saying that he wasn't the baby daddy when she was sitting in that car talking to somebody saying that Pap wasn't the daddy too.
okay.
Yeah, because her baby father didn't even believe it. Her
If
so-called baby father didn't even believe it.
the baby,
That's why she wanted to do the real nitty gritty. Why she wanted to do the DNA because her own baby father didn't believe that was his baby. That's a 304 to me.
okay, okay, I hear all that, but I have what is called the spirit of discernment.
You just going by what has not been scrubbed. You not going by what happened back then. Only thing you can do now is have witnesses back then come up. Like me, like I'm one of them. That's the only thing you can do because a lot
And
of stuff
Nyla
is
is
slow.
pulling them receipts on Pap, hard
Okay,
body.
okay, but here's the thing, though, man. Listen, speculation, hearsay, all
I
that.
ain't speculating nothing. I know what that girl was saying in
Was you
Hartford.
okay? Was you in the bedroom with her?
I know, but I know what she said. I know what
Okay,
she
but
said.
you already said she's a liar.
Battle Truth, you cannot battle me with this girl because I know
I'm
the
not.
girl.
I'm
The
not.
girl
Okay,
did not lie. The girl did not lie about everything. Only thing she lied about is about the baby father part because she got paid off. She got paid.
okay, but here's the problem I have. I keep hearing you say that, but you're not listening. I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying this interview right here is like one of the most recently up to date one that was
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago. But what she said back then was there, and she wanted to get on Love and Hip Hop. She was trying to
Yeah.
get paid, right? Cool. I would more so believe what's said today than what was said back then when she was trying to come up. Because at this point right here, she got paid. She ain't got the money no more. So there's no reason for her to have to go on with this lie, whatever she got paid off on. Why would she have to say it now? Why would she have to hide it now? And if you got paid for it already, why would you do an interview?
The reason why, if you ask me, in my opinion, she probably don't know who her baby father is.
She said she took DNA tests already.
Okay.
You don't believe that neither?
That's what she said. Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So are you going to tell her life or is she telling her life?
Well, she could say what she want to say because everybody in Hartford, you could say she could tell whatever life she want to tell. But the Hartford, Connecticut, know her life.
Okay, but
Okay,
who could tell your life better than you?
Hartford, Connecticut, know
Okay,
her
okay,
life.
listen. I know a lot of women that call other women 304.
Hartford, Connecticut, know
Okay,
her life.
I hear that. I hear a lot of women that could call other women 304, but were you actually in the bedroom to see the actions and transactions?
Well, I know this.
So what'll happen if other people from
Some of
that
the
city
dudes that
come
she
up
was
and
at,
say,
since you want to go there, Brian, let's go there. Some of the dudes that she was messing with, she burnt them.
Okay,
That's how I know she was
listen,
304.
I wouldn't doubt that. Listen, I don't doubt none of that. All I'm saying is when you saying she's a liar, but then you want me to take what she's saying to be true.
You don't care what I say. But I know one thing. Hartford, Connecticut know that I'm not lying. Hartford, Connecticut know what this girl was running around saying
Listen,
before this move. So you can say what you want to say. You ain't from Hartford. You
listen,
don't know. You don't know this girl. You don't know all the stuff that she was running around saying
right.
that Papoose was her baby father. But I
Okay,
know that firsthand that she said this shit.
okay,
Sorry to cuss.
sis, I get it. I like to have a conversation. I know how to have a conversation. I know how to dialogue. And one thing about me, I'm very wise. So I will ask questions, and it's easy for me to discern what's true or false. Like for
But you know what I'm gonna do to settle all of this? I'm gonna get my niece that, cause I don't hang with that kind of girl like that. I just know her cause I know of her and I know her, but I don't party with her cause I don't party with 304s. Okay, but my niece is good friends with her. And I'm gonna damn do my best to make her get an interview with my girl Nadi. Because the reason why I told Nadi that I know her since a kid from now, but my niece really know her. And the reason why I'm saying this because I was being protective because I didn't want my niece to go on no love and hip hop behind this chick because anything would have popped off, I would have got in it and my whole family would have got in it. And and she do all that hard talking like she hard like that. She's not. Only reason why she act like she hard like that because she was in the gangs. The gangs got her back. But with them hands, she don't got no hands. She's a punk. And I'm saying this from facts. And she used to wear them thick Coca-Cola glasses. Don't have me break this chick down on your channel because I will. I will.
I'm just trying to see where the hostility come from. You know her personally? She did something to you?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm 2 years older than this girl.
Okay,
She
so
lives right down the street from me. She from Sands Projects, and I'm from the Avenue. Then I moved to Cleveland Avenue. Cleveland Avenue is right off of Main Street. She lived on Main Street. I don't got to. This girl can't play with me. If she ever come on this blood clot live, I would give her the business. She know I know her.
okay, this all I'm asking, sis. You know her. Do you know her to the point where she personally did something against you?
No, she ain't never did nothing against me like that. Only thing she tried to do is try to mess with people, men's and stuff. But she trying to mess with everybody, man. She for everybody.
Okay.
But
"Oh, so she
I don't
like
got no
Clarissa,
anything
huh?"
against. Only thing I was against about it is when she was trying to go on Love and Hip Hop, and that means she was gonna drag my niece around on that show with her. That's the problem I had with her. I could care less what she do in her life, but if my niece would get messed with, it would have been a problem.
Okay. All right.
I look, Battle Truth. I'm over here shaking my head too because
But
I
I
don't
don't
know.
gotta lie.
I'm just trying.
I swear, I'm gonna tell you how real it is. Both of my parents is deceased. I swear on my mama and daddy on that one.
Okay. All I'm saying is I'm just trying to have a conversation to get to the bottom of things. I assess the information, and I'm trying.
Bottom of a 304. That's all you gonna get from her. And not to be funny, when she was running around saying pompoos, and I don't even like pompoos, okay? Even back then, I thought he was shady. I knew then that he wasn't the father.
People from his past is coming out
Okay, so you
doing
so
interviews
but
saying how shady
Now,
he was.
if I was so much against, I mean, how much I don't like Pat, I was like, yeah, he was the baby father. This and this. I would have been, preaching that, but I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
a
a lot of
bean.
people saying Pap real shady.
Yeah, I'm
well
gonna keep it a
again,
bean.
well, I don't agree with what a lot of people saying because just saying things and
And
proving
he was a woman beater.
No, these is the people that grew up with him back in Brooklyn and all that.
Cause like I said, Battle to
so you
Connecticut
don't wait,
and
wait,
Hartford,
you
Connecticut and New York is right next to each other. We go back and forth from New York to Connecticut, back and forth. New York is like our playground, like our second home. So that's why I could tell you stuff from Brooklyn's point of view and Hartford point of view. Now, if you want me to get on Pompoose, we could take it there too.
I want you to say Remy part.
Oh, I could tell you about Remy too. I could tell you
Go ahead.
about Remy. I
Go ahead.
went to a couple of battle raps with Remy back in the day when she was in the Bronx and stuff like that. When he was running around saying that he wrote all her rhymes. First of all, Big Pun is the one that discovered her. She was a battle rapper back then. So when Pompoose was running around saying when she made Andy up, he was nowhere in the scene. And even on VH1, they had a documentary. Even Fat Joe admitted how she can spit.
I don't get what you're explaining.
No, I'm just explaining that this man is a liar.
I
He
don't
running
I don't
around. He want to run around and say he wrote all her rhymes. So where was he
you
when
didn't
she
say
did
you didn't
Andy
say
Up?
you
Where
didn't
was
say hold
Papoose at
on.
when she did Andy
Hold
Up?
on. Calm down, sis. Calm down. He didn't say he wrote all her rhymes. He said
95% of her rhymes or whatever he said.
he didn't even say 95. He said 90. He said he wrote 90% of her stuff.
Well, whatever. 90, 95, same
Oh
thing to
my
me.
God.
Just because, sis, here's the thing. Just because
No,
you
you taking up for a woman beater. And I know that for a fact because Topaz said that he put hands
He's
on
not
her.
taking up for a woman beater. Please
okay,
just calm
you say
That's
down.
what, yeah, yes, he is.
You need to calm
okay,
down.
what's the proof he's a woman beater? Did he get arrested for beating up a woman?
You
Did a
hollering.
woman did the
Well,
woman come and show her
well,
scars or face?
TMZ scrubbed it, but the pool person said that they had to call the cops on him when he put hands on Remy. Okay,
It didn't say
And Topaz said that he put hands on her too. He got a hand problem. She was saying all of that kind of stuff in Connecticut.
terrible. You got
And what you mean terrible? I'm 55 years old. I know what
okay,
the fuck
but
that girl was.
okay, hold on. You
Thank you,
too, you
Jesus.
too loud. Sis, if you 55, you have to act like you 55. You shouting and screaming. I can't even have a conversation with you. You just want me to accept what you're saying just because you saying it. But when it's time to get interrogated on the information, you keep overreacting, you keep shouting, and it's like, accept what I say, accept what I say. I know her, I know this lady, I know what's going on. No, that ain't how you have a conversation. And do I supposed to believe what you say about this woman more than what she said about herself? Like I said, were you in the bedroom with this woman? No. Okay, so you're going by hearsay too. I heard she met with this person. I heard she met with this person. I heard she did that. Okay, that's hearsay. Where is the facts? Where is the evidence? If you're going to call this man a woman beater on internet for everybody, you need proof of that. Oh, but somebody said it. Forget what somebody said. I need to see proof that he beat women. And then when you say, well, one time Remy said, because I remember when she said that, oh, you remember that one time that the pool persons had to call the cops because you was putting your hands on me and they called the cops because you was grabbing on me by the pool when the pool wasn't finished?
Remy did say that.
He got
Yes, she
that
did
part.
say that. Yes, she did say that. I've been covering it for 4 years. She definitely said that.
Okay.
Here's the thing, but that's exactly how you know that they situation wasn't a domestic situation. When you with a person for 20 years and you say something like, oh, and he put his hands on me. Remember that time when the pool wasn't done? That's not a person who's in a domestic abusive relationship. And Remy's supposed to be the gangster, tough girl, don't play no game, got all the thugs behind her, terror squad, everything. Pap whooping on her and nobody doing nothing. But
She
he going
said
to
she
war for
stopped
her.
them from putting their hands. She told them not to mess with him because that was her husband.
That's a lie. He was into it with terror squad over her. They fought already.
I seen that part. I heard that part too. But
They fought
she
already.
said that as well.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, BT. I'm not saying that you wrong.
Look, I'm just saying, this would be my part. This would be my part that's crazy, right? Women who in domestic relationships, you ain't hiding stuff like that. You ain't hiding your black eye, busting. Then she a celebrity, doing shows, got to do outings. That man big. That man whoop people for real. He known for whooping dudes, but he already said I don't beat women. We ain't got no police records for him.
There's other kinds of abuse, more than just physical abuse.
Y'all
BT.
saying he beat women. Y'all was saying he beat
I didn't
women.
say that. She said that.
You was saying it too, sis.
No, I said I never. When she was going off, I kept my mouth closed. I
Sis, you
said that
agreed that
Remy
he was a
said
woman
that
beater.
we would cry if we knew what happened.
Oh my
That's
God.
all I said.
Okay, question. Have Remy been caught lying?
Has Remy been what?
Yeah, have Remy been caught lying on her stuff?
I'm not sure.
Come on with the okay, let me play some of her lies.
Well, let
Okay,
me see BT proof. I
okay,
mean, show me.
watch this. On the Angie Martinez show, right? When she just did the Angie Martinez show, right? Didn't she say when she asked her, do she date? She say, I don't date. I don't know how to date. I ain't been dating. And I've been with the same dude for 20 years. I've been in the same situation for 20 years. Did she not say that?
Yeah,
Do you believe that to be true?
she said she been messing with the same dude for 20 years.
Who was the same dude she was talking to?
Papoose.
Okay, so when she say she don't date, she haven't dated. She don't date. I ain't date. I
Okay,
don't want to
okay,
date.
I see what you're saying right there.
Is
I see,
that
because
true?
she did date Easy to Block.
Date, they still messing around.
Oh Jesus.
That's what I'm, was that a lie? Yes or no?
Yeah, that part was a lie.
Okay, sis, this is what I'm saying.
That part
Look,
was a
look,
lie.
look, that's all I'm saying, sis.
Because she definitely was dating Easy.
Look, here you go right here. Look, what look.
Yesterday, I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What?
Okay, so that was a lie. Right? That's
Yeah, I
easy
saw
right
that
there.
too. But
Okay.
listen, I didn't say that Remy wasn't lying in some of this though.
And this the thing that's crazy, right? So here's Remy on live with Easy, literally letting Papoose, we was having sex last night. This what she saying to Papoose. This before
That's
Clarissa.
what she did
Look,
say.
this before Clarissa Shield come in the picture. What are we doing here? That's all I'm be look, that's all I be trying to say, sis. Like, why can't people just tell the truth? Period. Why is it just one way? Why is it just one way? Because the same thing you can say about Papoose, you can say about Remy. Literally. And it's like, why if what Remy say is true, but what Papoose say ain't true? I don't get it.
I don't know, BT. I'm playing detective with everybody else.
But we don't have to. They already got it out here. Okay, another question. Remy said Easy get paid $250,000 a year in battle
Yeah,
rap. You
she
believe
did.
that? You believe that to be true?
No.
Of course, that was a lie. But why did she say that? Because she
Well,
wanted
she
to make
probably had to,
herself.
just like she pretended for Papoose, she had to pretend for that nigga too.
Okay, but it'll still be a lie, right?
She just wanted to make
Yes.
me look good.
Okay, hold on, but wait. Why would she have to pretend from Papoose when it's already proven that Papoose was the
Well,
man before.
she was trying to prove it to the people watching.
But Papoose, okay, true or false? When Remy first met Pap, who was in the better position financially, Remy or Pap?
Wasn't she already with Terror Squad and then before she
Oh, I
got with
think
Pap?
Pap was.
Okay, everybody know Pap was. Even though,
Yeah,
look, this lady,
definitely.
look, the lady even said
Well,
here.
see, I never
I'm
listened to
Topanga
Papoose because I don't
147,
even like Papoose music,
originally from New
so
York, but
I
I
don't
live in
know.
Connecticut.
Okay, watch what she say. Listen what she
Okay,
say, sis.
okay.
Watch what she
And
say.
what did you do in the music industry?
I was a promoter, PR.
Okay, okay. When, where, and how did you meet Papoose?
I met him back in like 2002 or 3. I think it was 3. And I just liked his music, you know, the alphabetical lyricist he was the king of.
Okay, now here's my thing I don't be liking about how people be lying. So notice what this woman said. Back in 2002, she met him. She loved his music, right? She liked his music. A lot of people in New York do say this about him in New York. I'm from Chicago. I don't know nothing about him like that. But a lot of people in New York who from New York, and you know, that's y'all culture in New York. Y'all got that hip hop culture where y'all know about rap. They was holding him down saying he was one of them dudes when it came to rapping.
Yeah, I'm from New York. You
Okay,
right?
so this woman is admitting it too. But watch what she say here. See, and this one I don't be liking when people be lying and twisting things just to try to make people hate this man. Watch what he say right here.
So you sure you want to go through with this? Because I'm gonna ask you these questions.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay. Can I get something to drink, please? Because we look like we're gonna be in. Okay, so when did it turn personal and who came on to who?
It came personal, like I want to say 2004, and I let him know that I was interested in him beyond business,
Beyond business.
and
So
I showed it.
Okay, that's clear. He didn't come at me. I came at him. I wanted him to know. I wanted to deal with him more than business, and I showed it. That's clear, right? So he didn't hunt her down. She was scoping him. She liked his music and the potential basically that she saw in him. Remind you, Papoose said he was with DJ K Slay and he was signed to a $1.5 million deal. She's a music promoter. So she's aware of the shows that they throwing together where she watching them, knowing who he with, believing he that next dude who finna blow. Even though it didn't happen later on, but in the beginning, this was she believed. So she made it her business to want to be with him. That ain't all she say. Watch what she say right here.
okay, so did you know that he was married? And if so, why did you agree to physically have a relationship with a married man? Bumble.
He wasn't married at the time, sir. This was way before him and his wife.
Wait.
That's why it's like 2000, in the 2002, 2003, because it was like we was doing business together, and then even when I was invited to a lot of his different events that I didn't do, she will pop up too. That's why we call her the pop-up queen.
Watch this.
Because she was trying to get him at the same time I was.
Uh-oh, see, right there.
So when you say she, referring to who?
His wife, Remy.
Okay, clear. So according to her, not only was I trying to get him, but she was trying to get him too. Pap already on record saying this. That's how he met Remy. Remy came at DJ K Slay like, I want to meet your artist, Papoose. He said he tell how they met each other. So when people be painting these false narratives saying, oh, he go after women, apparently the women we talking about, that's Clarissa Shields, her, and Remy Ma, what's recorded on record is that all three of these women came after him. They sought him out because of what he had. Why people not telling that truth?
They was not even focused.
Well, I don't know about Papoose music. I don't even listen to Papoose. I never did. I only even know about Papoose because of Remy, because I'm a Remy fan.
My bad. My brother was out the door. Okay. So that's clear. That's clear.
But Battle Truth, you know the backstory to like the battle raps. A lot of people don't know
Oh,
those
sister, it's
stories.
not battle rap though. What I'm
No, I'm talking
explaining,
about you saying like you, because you know back when the beginning of all of that started with them and the battle rapping and all that. A lot of
sister.
us don't know that backstory. We just watch what you tell us and we learning it from you. That part, anyways.
Thank you, and I appreciate that, sis. But what I'm telling you is this not really battle rap information. This is information about them, period. How Pap met Remy. Remy wanted to meet him through DJ. It's actually a video online where they actually sitting in the lobby all talking about this. K Slay, Papoose, and Remy Ma. And they right there together talking. And while they right there together talking and everything, they talking about. And then they lied that they was screwing when K Slay acts like, y'all messing around. They like, nah, we ain't messing around. And they was messing around. They just didn't want people to know it. So when you see what's going on, when they painting this picture, see, this what I be meaning, like they not covering it in truth. They saying, oh, he went after Remy for her money. He went after Clarissa Shields for her money. But these women literally documented saying that they went after him. They came after him because of what? Well, Clarissa came after him knowing he ain't
Because
have.
I saw an interview with him and Remy. I don't know who the interview was with, but he didn't. I didn't hear them say that she chased him.
Okay, let me play it. Well, you just heard what she said, right? Now remember, this video was done before Papoose even did his video. Papoose video come years later. But this woman just said it right here, what was going on at that time. Not only was I after him, Remy was after him too. Listen.
Referring to who?
His wife. It was like we was doing business together, and then even when I was invited to a lot of his different events that I didn't do, she will pop up too. That's why we call her the pop-up queen. Because she was trying to get him at the same time I was.
So when you say she, referring to who?
His wife, Remy Ma.
Okay, clear. Okay, clear. But if you don't believe that, then we go here. Watch this. Watch this. Just drop the receipts. Let's go here. Pop. Let's go here.
When I first met her back then, everybody knew I was on top of the world. The $1.5 million man.
You hear?
Hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. Also, I wanted to add before I end this live. When I first met her back then, everybody knew I was on top of the world. The $1.5 million man. Hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. She reached out to meet me. She reached out to say, I want to meet your artist. Long story short, I don't even want to get into all that. That's old news. I'm only bringing that up to y'all to say this. She came to meet me. I was on top, in all aspects of my life. On good, doing good, on my feet. 100%. Her situation took place. Like I said, I left my tour, came back, bailed her out. When I bailed her out, nothing but expense after expense after expense.
Okay, so according to that, look what he said. She came to meet me through K Slay. That's what happened. I was on top. I had a $1.5 million record deal.
This him breaking down what happened and how he lost all his money.
At the expense. Remember, she got remanded. She blew trial. They took her right away. I had to pay to pack her crib up, pay to put everything in storage, pay the storage bill every month, get a condo closer to the jail so I could visit her every day. Visiting her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear, Pat, you got to get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool. In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds. I exhausted all my funds at that point. So when that transpired, I had to get back to work. That's why I only visited her every day for a year straight. But after that, I had the space to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. The whole thing, right? So now I started to get back to work. I started to release certain music, but it wasn't the same for me because when I had that moment when I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off it. When she blew trial and I started to get caught up in everything that was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple individuals who was supposed to be there when the situation happened with her bag. They got hands put on them and they were saying I did it. So I couldn't attend the trial or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of information going on out there and a lot of other things I was getting into that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? As a young artist coming up, my deal folded. So she went away, my deal folded, and I started visiting her every day. I exhausted all my funds doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't regret nothing I did because I knew that she needed me. I was supporting her. So at that.
That's clear. How people ain't seeing this, man? Like, why would a person have a problem with that? That is clear. Like, why is that so not realistic? You know what's crazy? In the beginning, when it came out like that, people believed it. They knew it was real. It didn't. It's only no longer real when Clarissa Shields come in play, when she get exposed. So it's like exposing her might have, but I still believe this to be true. Like certain things I know to be true, especially when he talking about prison. It was hurting her, it was breaking her, and she was crying on the phone to him. I don't care what image she put up of being tough. I can handle it. I could do that. Man, that sounds real good. If you saying you a mother and you love your child and you separated from your child and you doing 7 years in prison and you just started your prison sentence. You just started your damn prison sentence. You ain't listen. That's a long time to be away from your kids when you just was about to blow in your music career. That's a long time. So nah, man, I'm not finna play. Come on, it's like people do not. I don't get how evil people is. This stuff terrible, man. So that's common sense. When a woman go to prison, yes, she's going to be hurt being separated from her children. Yes, she's going to do damn near 10 years straight, and she just starting her sentence. So when he says it broke her, she was crying to me, so I had to be there for her. And then she even let it be known, yes, he was there. Even that lady said it, who actually exposed to him, yes, he was holding her down. So, I mean, I don't doubt that. But it's like, what? But I like, hold on. But I like, this is what I mean. I like to assess the information. See, a person just can't tell me anything. I ain't one of these monkey see, monkey do. You said I believe it. No, you got to prove this to me. You got to prove it to me. And I don't hate him that I want him to be wrong. Just like when it comes to Clarissa Shields. I don't hate her that I want her to be wrong. I don't hate Remy that I want her to be wrong. I just assess the information. And the information show. Okay, watch this. Again, like when the one woman was up here and she was talking, and she like, I know her, but you calling her a liar at the same time. So what part of her do you want me to believe? What part of her do you want me to believe? If you saying she a liar and she's a whore, but you want me to believe her testimony,
So she's not credible then. So by your own admission, let's throw out everything she said because she's not credible because she's a whore and a liar. Right. Nah, I don't know. Come on, let's listen to some more. Watch what she say here. Okay, hold on. I like what she say up here. Now, right here, she tell you when the last time they had sex. And this what I be meaning by like, if you assess the information, she gonna tell on herself every time. Watch this.
If it was his. So I said, well, let me reach out to him. So when I reached out to him, he was like, man, I can't do that. And, securing his shit and not my shit. And I still never felt no type of way. But the last straw was when now I gotta go to jail for about this shit that me and him, I'm on a bracelet. So it got real ugly.
Why?
So that's what I was about to ask you. Did you face any legal or financial?
Look, this right here killed everything. This killed everything because they was using this woman as a means to say, this is the woman who was having sex with Papoose while he was married to Remy Ma. So watch what she say out of her mouth.
Obstacles during this situation, you know what I'm saying? Like what was that like? How did that even occur?
I had some legal options, that I was going ice, but being that me and my baby fat had this incident while I was on the bracelet, I ended up having to take time.
Right there. She was on the bracelet and she had an incident on the bracelet. In other words, she probably caught another charge or violated while on the bracelet. So she had to go to prison to do time for violating the bracelet. Watch this.
So it's like I went to jail around the same time. She did.
She went to jail around the same time as Remy. Keep that in mind. Watch this.
But I went before her. That's very important. Watch this. Because I got the call from my agent while I was in prison. I got good news and I got bad news. I said, give me the bad news. She stated, Remy and Pat got married. I just dropped.
Right there. She was in prison. She talked to her agent. Her agent told her Remy and Pap got married. Got married. That meant they wasn't married prior. Now they is married. While she is in prison. Very important. Now remember, he's having sex with her while he's married to Remy. She said she went before Remy. She went to prison before Remy. She went first. Remy went later. So while she in there, she now just find out Remy and Pap got married. Cool. Watch this.
The phone. I'm like, what? How it went from you don't like her, she too gangster, she act like a nigga, she smoked too much, till y'all getting married.
Because time can change things. You deal with a person long enough, you start considering them things, and it ain't really mean nothing.
So you can't tell me you ain't secure that bag.
Hold up, but let me back up. You in a whole nother relationship. Don't he have a right to move on with his relationship? And if he decide to get married,
you can move on, but
his responsibility.
You can move on.
Now this what I mean by this is a lie she's finna say right here. Watch what she say right here.
But cut all ties.
That's true and it's false. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. She said you can move on, but cut all ties. Cool. But she tried to imply that Pat was having ties with her while she was locked up, when she literally said when she went to prison, she cut off all ties with everybody. But then said me and Pat was having ties through my agent. But here's the deception in that.
the agent is the one who told her that Papoose is married, which would mean that Papoose told the agent that when she was trying to relay a message to Papoose through the agent. And Papoose replied through the agent was basically, tell her I'm married. I'm married now. I wasn't married before when you went in, but I'm married now. Now watch what she say.
So that's where we at now. Okay, so you saying, okay.
Because at this point, me and my baby father beefing, so I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I'm going back and forth now. You know, on some.
So you in jail. She in jail. How could he have ties with you while he holding her down?
Oh, we were still in contact.
Through the agent. See, that's what I mean by deception. To try to make herself say it's deception. Her agent, not Papoose, but she's relaying messages to her agent to get up with Papoose. And rightfully so for the most part. If you go to jail, you know you was dealing with Papoose before you went in. You want to see how he doing. You may need some money on your books or any type of letters or whatever, especially back in those days. Watch this though.
To my
So
agent.
he was. So wait. Wait, hold up. So what you saying? Papoose wasn't just.
Oh no, he had to hold me down. I went to jail with my own shit. He had to hold me down.
Now, what I'm saying is, while he was holding her down,
we were still communicating.
That he was in.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again.
Right there.
And then that's when I knew.
Pay attention. There go right there. Now, remember, she find out he married when she in prison. So the last time they had sex when she was on the bracelet, she find out he married now because Remy and him got married in prison over the phone. She said she couldn't believe it because the agent was telling her that. She hadn't heard it from him yet because she don't have no contact with him personally. Everything is going through a third person. So then look what happens. What happened when you get out?
Communicating.
That he was in.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again. And then that's when I knew shit was real and serious because I heard it from him. Because we was riding in the Cadillac, coming down Brook, like this what is that? The Brooklyn, what you call it, with a fucking back road. And that's when he was saying, like, you know, he finally came out to me, his wife.
Okay, right there. That's how you know that what she said, that's a done deal. That's a done deal. She just admitted it. Okay. So right there, that's what I be meaning. I'm not no dummy, okay? For the most part, speculation, hearsay, all this. This is this woman telling her story, right? But this right here contradicts what she said. Because clearly right here, she said the last time they messed around, she was on the bracelet. She found out when she got locked up, because she was locked up before Remy, she found out that, hey, they married through the agent. Because Papoose probably was the one who told the agent that, because she was trying to use the agent as a third party, like when, because that was the mutual friend. The agent know her and Papoose. So her agent that's talking to her know Papoose. So when she talking to her agent, like she probably do, like, what's going on out there? You saw Pap? Yeah, I seen Pap. Let that nigga know such and such, put some money on my books, however that go. Agent, when the agent see Pap, you know, and Pap like, look, I'm married now. So that's when the agent told her, I got good news and I got bad news, which meant that she was informing her on what she probably was asking I don't know if the agent a man or woman. She probably was asking the agent to look into for her. So the agent say, okay, I got good news and bad news. Which one you want first? She said, give me the bad news. Well, the bad news, Pap and Remy got married. See, that's the word right there. Pap and Remy got married, which means they married now. They wasn't married at first, but now they are married. She said she dropped the phone in disbelief because she just found out they now got married. So now we looking for, did they have sex after that? That's what we need to look for. Remember, she's in prison now doing time, and Remy is in prison too now because they got married over the phone in prison. So what we need to look for now, did he have sex with her after prison? Even though she said, yeah. But here's the contradiction. Your story say no. Watch this.
Yo, my own shit. He had on me down.
Now, what I'm saying is, while he was holding her down,
we were still communicating.
That he was in.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again.
Right here.
And then that's when I knew shit was real.
When I got out of jail, pay attention, y'all. When I got out of jail, I met up with him again. So this finna be her first time meeting up with him out of jail. Listen at it.
Yeah. And then that's when I knew shit was.
Now, what I'm saying is, while he was holding her down,
we were still communicating.
That he was in.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again. And then that's when I knew shit was real and serious because I heard it from him. Because we was riding in the Cadillac, coming down Brook, like what is that? The Brooklyn, what you call it, with a fucking back road. And that's when he was saying, like, you know, he finally came out to me, his wife. So, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna step back. I ain't gonna push the issue. I'm gonna let that rock. Cause I see that I felt like he really liked the love song because he finally coming out to me after these many years.
There go right there. Now, right there. When he told her the first time she saw him when she got out of prison, she saw him. He told her now in person, Remy is my wife. She said she fell back. No, you wasn't falling back. He was pushing you back, letting you know, Remy is my wife. We ain't doing this no more. So what part should we believe? Because her story goes against her saying she had sex with him while he was married to Remy. When her story said, when she got out, he told her Remy was my wife. And according to her, she took it upon herself to fall back to not touch him again. But that would be Pap actually taking that upon himself to not touch her by telling her that Remy is my wife. So it was a lie. And why don't people assess the information steady running with a lie? It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. My gosh. Like people ain't got common sense, man. For real. That's clear. That's clear right there. Angel, get your butt up here. Felicia, get your butt up here. Night Armor, get your butt up here. Get your butt up here. I want to hear some things. And anybody else who want to have a conversation, you can come up here because we talking. I like to talk to people who actually really, really ain't looking at, I'm trying to be down with you. No, look at what the truth say. That's what the truth just said.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so sis said, well, men will tell you they're married and still be on your bumper. I know from experience that some men will admit to be married and still want to slide on you. That's true. But in this case, notice what she said. When Pap told her he was married, she cut him off and didn't want nothing to do with him no more. So even if Pap was trying to say that to still get some, according to her, when she found out he was married to Remy, when she first got out, she cut him off and didn't do nothing else with him no more, which proves the point again. He wasn't having sex with her while he was married. So now I don't know about no other lady, but I know when it comes to this one right here, according to what she just explained and told, he was faithful to Remy in his marriage. According to that. But hold on. But Papoose said that though. Let me show you. He said he was faithful to Remy in his marriage. Hold on. I think it was up here, if I ain't mistaken. No, it's somewhere around here. Right here. Hold on, watch this.
She want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen. I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio, y'all.
See that?
Y'all. She wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years. I pop up 2014, 2016, 2015, 2019, 2018, the whole shit. But she want to go in here to y'all and say, if he wrote any of my raps, come on, Rem, don't do that, man. You know I've been writing. But that's not, I'm not here to tear you down. That's neither here nor there. But once I told her to stop lying to everybody saying I've been with Clarissa when I just met her in July, and when we just met, it's documented, she switched gears. Oh, because remember, when she got caught with the lane, when what happened, and y'all was upset like y'all supposed to be because y'all been following the journey. Y'all been upset, y'all been following the journey. She got mad and she needed something to give to y'all so y'all could feel like she had a reason to do this. She don't need a reason to do nothing. Ask anybody who know her, a normal person need a reason. This woman don't need a reason to cross you, stab you in your back. This is who she is. So once I verified that to her, like, yo, why don't you stop lying to people, man? She came up and went back to when she was away. It's 2025. You've been home since 2014. Now, since you jammed up, I was cheating when you was away. You liar, you. Come on, son. Come on, son. We done had 2 weddings and a baby. Come on, son. Now, since you got caught and I clipped this lame and everybody said, why would you do that to Pat? You come up with this fake story about me doing something when you was away since 2008 and it's 2025. Y'all smarter than that.
I'm definitely smarter than that. Especially when we got information to go off on. And what was crazy, they were actually using that woman that Topanga woman as the so-called woman who he had a baby with while Remy was locked up and having sex with while they was married. And according to what she just explained, that was not true. That was not true. Yeah. Pap don't like me. I ain't trying to gain no favor for him, but I'm just going to keep it real with my supporters. I'm telling the truth for y'all, to y'all, and to myself too, because I'm a man. And like I say, look, God say stop lying on people. God say do not bear false witness on your neighbor. Do not bear false witness against your neighbor. So I'm not going to bear false witness against him. That lady clearly said when she got out of prison, she was in the car. They was in the car together, and he told her, Remy Ma is my wife. She heard it out of his mouth. Because at first, when she was in jail, she heard it from the agent, and she was in disbelief, and she needed to hear it from him. And he told her himself, Remy is my wife. And she said she fell back. She fell back like, oh, okay, my hand done. I'm done. Cool. So no, according to that testimony, and that's what she said, he didn't have sex with her while he was married to her in prison or when they got out and got married again. That's what the evidence show. Now,
and before Pap even married Remy, the lady said she met up with Pap for 30 minutes to sell him some gift cards, and he gave her $400, and then she left and went home and then got into the fight with the baby dad. So there was no sex or no nothing even on that day before he even married Remy. So it seemed like it was more like some business type stuff, like she said.
right. Sis said they got married in 2008. When did the lady say this affair happened? Well, I don't believe it was an affair because they wasn't married. She said she was dealing with Papoose in 2002 before Remy.
Right.
So in 2002, she was dealing with Papoose.
And before he got married.
Right. It was before Remy Ma.
Do people not listen?
No, they don't. Their mind is made up. They got selective hearing. Their mind be made up. Whatever they want to believe. And what crazy, they mind, it don't only be that. They be, if you notice, they be frustrated about it.
Mad.
You notice that they be mad. Like, why are you mad about this truth right here? That's actually, look, I said to him, you should be happy that didn't happen. It's like y'all want it to happen. Like you should be happy, like, oh wow, that's good. So the brother wasn't sleeping around on her while he was married.
That's how I felt.
They mad about it. Like, no, he did. He had to. Like, what?
But the reality is you have to be able to listen to more than to each side of the story. And I think that's the problem. If you have conditioned yourself to side with one person over the other, then that's what you're going to hear. And at the end of the day, people really hear what they want to hear. But we know that there's your side, my side, and the truth. Right. And with this story, again, there are so many moving parts to this. So you have to really, as you're doing, you have to continue to provide all the pieces to the puzzle, because you can easily side with somebody with partial facts. Right. But if you keep letting it play out, and actions, and like we say, actions always speak louder than words. We can talk all day, but what are they doing? So even with the point of you bringing out earlier today about the daughter, how much he loved his daughter. I think that's so critical. I think that's really why he's probably not wanting to leave his wife, because he really wants his family.
Right.
So why is these women acting, they so much hate Pap, so much against Pap? Like, so why are we acting like we all have or had perfect men or men that were way better than Pap? Because I ain't gonna hold you. Besides his gambling, I actually wish I would have met a man like Pap.
According to them, he beat women too now.
Well, I ain't heard that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Remy really finna sit here and let a man just be beating on her, especially as much credit and tough stuff is like, come on, we not gonna play these games, man.
Yeah,
You get what I mean? Like, stop it, man.
yeah, she's pretty tough.
Look, if I'm with you for 20 years and you trying to convince people that I'm a woman beater, and you go into a story and say, remember that one time when we was getting the pool fixed and the pool people had to call the cops because we got into it? That ain't a history of a person who in a domestic violence relationship. That sounds like a situation that happened one time when we was together for 20 years. If you got to say that one day, because when a person in a domestic violence relationship, you ain't got no one day. No, remember that time? It's happening all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening all the time. But here's the thing. It's obvious if the police was called, there wasn't really nothing going on because the police get there and something wrong with you. Rather not, she won't accept press charges or not.
Somebody going to jail.
Yeah, we taking you away, partner.
Right.
We taking you away, partner.
And 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be her because she the one on parole.
Like, come on, man.
And just to solidify what you're saying about domestic abuse, I know personally a couple stories where when women were done with the relationship, and these were one was a 20-year marriage, actually 20+ year marriage. And when she was done with the relationship, because she walked out on the relationship, she chose to paint a narrative, a lie, and put herself, to the extent she put herself even in a domestic abuse home, with the painting the narrative that this other individual had did that to her, although there was never any evidence from that.
What happened?
With what?
Did the person go to jail?
No, they didn't, but the person did smear their try to smear their reputation, and that's the point I'm making. Like we just said, if it was really happening, it would have been something that would have led a trail, right? But she chose to just paint this picture just to kind of get out of the relationship, and that was very, very dirty.
I'm still trying to figure out what is the point, or what was the point of this Topanga girl? Like, she was even trying to go on Tasha K, like, to say what? Like, to tell this story of what she's saying on Turk Show?
You know, the thing about it, look at the era we live in. We live in an era of shock value. It don't even have to, just somebody coming forward saying I had sex with them is good enough. It don't have to be nothing about the marriage. Just, did you have sex with him? Oh, come on, let me hear your story. Did you have sex with him? Oh, come on, let me hear your story. You get what I mean? So it's like feeding it any way you can, you know what I mean, just to be the first one to say, I broke it first type stuff. You know, that's the era we live in. We live in an era of shock value, man.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's shock value. You know what I mean? Like, people first time hearing about it, so they shocked by it, and you want to hurry up over to it to actually listen to it, you know what I mean, to see what they got to say. You know, seeing what they got to say. So it's just a lot of shock value stuff, you know.
You know what's crazy? I used to mess with this guy, and he ended up going into the NBA, and he's now a coach for the for an NBA team. And some stuff came out on him, and it didn't sound nothing like him, right? So I was like, should I go on and like tell them that that's not like the person that I knew? Then I was like, no, I'm not about to do that. Like, that's so corny, and like that was so many years ago. Like, I just thought that would just be corny to do something like that. Like, bringing up something from years ago or anything like that. Like, seem more embarrassing. You talking about something that happened in like years ago between you and this person that's been done and over with. You done had kids. by somebody else, a whole nother family, and all kind of stuff. Like,
and actually digging up lies. And even when we think about this story right now, 3 years ago, right? What is the point? In the bigger sense, because again, it's so much more happening in this story right now that's impacting their lives. So we have to, like you said, it's the past, it's the present, and what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at it. Mine, like,
I just don't. I'm just more baffled at how easy it is to deceive people and get them to follow whatever narrative you put out there, and they don't assess the information. Neither do they have a problem with people deliberately lying, especially when people is actually covering it, claiming to be smart, claiming to be wise, claiming to be intelligent, but yet why aren't you being honest to what's being presented? Like I'm hearing all type of stuff, and I'm saying to myself, like, wow, that's messed up, because I don't believe that's true about that man. Talking about how much of a bad father he was, and how much of a loser he was when it came to being in the house, as though he didn't contribute, and though, like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And then
I believe he sat more in the house with his daughter than Remy.
Well, again, you see the videos. I showed the videos. You see the relationship he had, but again, I think they are, look. That's the purpose of a mama and father in the house. The purpose of a mama and father in the house is that the child get both. She get it both. She get how Pap deal with her on as a father, and she get how Remy deal with her as a mother. But she's getting both, and that's why children love to be under the same house as a mama and father.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's like a reward too. It's like it's a reward, because there are times that, if you in that sad, you be like, girl, go to your daddy. And that time when he like, go to your mama, I'm doing something. You get what I mean?
Right.
But you have the option of them both. You get what I mean?
And what you get from each one is totally different. I was that girl. My daddy, when I was younger, my daddy was my hero. He was everything. And then as I got older, I drew a stronger bond with my mom. And in the end, I had a good relationship with both of my parents. So that it all is relative.
That's another thing, is that daughters they actually be daddy's girls. So that be the thing that be crushing when the families do be parting away from each other.
Yeah, it is. It is. And when you actually have to go through the embarrassment of knowing, like, wow, I had a failed marriage. Like it's sort of like how a woman feel. It's sort of like how a woman feel after she get an abortion. Like, damn, I just had an abortion. I just killed my baby. And they be wishing they could take it back. But in that moment,
yeah,
you be like, because that's how the enemy will always paint sin in that moment as if
you made the right decision.
And it's no big deal. Then you like, wow, you feel bad about it. Like,
so true. So true.
Same thing in a marriage. Like, and then when you be like, damn, man, I'm really going through this. Like, it's really here. Like, so I don't know, man. That's crazy.
This is another thing too. Like, the both of them have done wrong to each other. However, I think what just tops it off for me is Remy letting the little show be in Philly on some just in case Pap show up. That kind of like blew it for me. Like if he would have showed up, guaranteed, y'all already had it planned that it was gonna be bad for him. But this is still your husband, though.
Yeah, a lot of them don't know that part, though. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't know that part. They hadn't heard that part yet before.
Yeah, that just took that kind of just that just blew it for me. Like, It's one thing to be cheating, trying to get money, we hustling, okay, whatever. But that part, like, and she really did have it to be changed to Philly to be around in Easy's comfort zone where all Easy's boys is and none of Pap's. Like, no, I don't feel that at all.
What did y'all think about this, Felicia and Night Armor?
Excuse me.
Hey, you get too aggressive, dear.
I can't kiss him? No?
She gonna get in the middle.
Can you give God a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? Can you give me a kiss? No? Because Daddy.
Hey.
I don't want neither one of y'all little crusty kisses.
Watch me take the top off the roof.
Oh. That's so cute.
That's a little girl choosing her daddy.
That's what I was saying. What y'all think of that when you see that like that?
I just think it just shows, like you said, how much he cared about his daughter and that he had a relationship with her. And again, girls choose their daddy every time. That's her first hero. That's her first love, the first man that loved her. And again, he was obviously doing that because she wouldn't have that feeling and have that response if that was not happening in the home.
Right. What about you, Night Armor?
It just makes me want to cry because I feel like I guess I'll speak for myself. As a woman, I don't even care about me being single. I would like to encourage women and the man to be married, stay married, have your kids, your family, till forever. Until that death. Like, it's sad.
This video is really cute to me.
Yeah. What y'all think of this one? Let me see.
Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1. Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up.
She got it.
1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1. Me. 1, 2. Me. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 1. I said 1. 1.
They sitting up here trying to talk about this man don't love his family, don't spend time with his daughter, don't. Come on, stop with these games. What y'all think about that when y'all see that one?
This is teaching a girl how to defend herself. And it made me think about my dad, how he would always tell me, you need to learn how to change your tires, because I never knew how to do that. But it was just certain things he would just tell me to do. But on the flip side, he would always show up if I didn't know how. So it's just great.
Night on.
Stuff like that, like what they doing right there, that take time. That didn't just happen overnight, one day. That was them together, them practicing, and yeah.
Hold on. Somebody said nobody said he didn't love his daughter. That's not true. I heard that on several occasions. He don't even go spend time with his daughter. He ain't even been to see his daughter.
I heard that too.
What? That's a lie. You know what I mean? Like, no. That's crazy. Yeah, that stuff be terrible, man. Hold on. Miss Granny said, Miss Gemini said, didn't nobody say Pap didn't love his daughter? Listen, my thing is, just say you didn't hear everything. I know what I heard. Okay?
I heard that too.
Just say you ain't hear it. You just ain't hear it. I heard it. Okay.
Because once I heard the first thing I thought was, I wonder is Remy not letting him see his daughter, and that's if he's not around. I wonder is it because Remy's not letting him come to the house to see the daughter. That's what I thought when I heard it.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's crazy. Like this the emotional part that hurt a child. When a child is used to this environment,
Right.
she's used to waking up with mom and dad. She's used to sleeping in between them in the bedroom. You get what I mean?
Yes.
And then now you wake up like your routine is off. Like, hold on, what? Like, where?
I think it goes for boys. I think it hurts. It goes for boys and girls.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, it's any child.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt, and that's what I say. And when it's all said and done, it's looked at as though this is what you gave your family up for. I mean, you can argue about it all day long, but that's what it looked like. Y'all done gave y'all family up for Easy the Block Captain and Clarissa Shields. Ain't no way to get around that. You can play with it, laugh about it all you want. At the end of the day, y'all embarrassing. Right. Look, you're embarrassing your family. You're embarrassing yourselves. Like how long do you keep this stuff going on? When you and what's crazy, y'all don't even want to do the right thing. Y'all still letting this stuff go on and playing games. Like what? Look, why don't you just move on then? If you're not gonna reconcile, just do things the right way and just move on.
And it starts to break the bond between the child and the parent. You know, they start seeing the parent in a different light just because of the circumstances that the adults are in. You know, and that's the sad part too.
Look at this again, Miss Gemini. You don't have a clue of what's going on. Miss Gemini say, "Oh my effing G, Remy is not with Easy. You ain't go to the battle rap community and say that. Okay, I tell you what." Hey, go over to the battle rap community. Listen to what they got put up over there. Easy just dropped the battle. Just dropped the battle. And even in his battle he just dropped, he admitted it again that we together.
Remy just said she a E-Hive forever.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I be meaning about they don't know. They just be talking. They make up lies for them to justify. They don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm gonna give you an example.
She was willing for Pap to get killed had he came to the little show that Easy had. Like, girl.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. I'm finna play something. Watch this. I'm finna play a little bit of it. Here go Easy, new thing. Now, here's the thing people don't know. This is watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Easy versus Av. Okay, this just released. Look, 6 days ago. This battle just released 6 days ago, right? 6 days ago. The league is called the Trenches. What a lot of people don't know is this is Remy and Easy's league together, right? Okay. So Easy, Remy is the one. Remy put the money behind everything, right?
Okay.
Watch
oh
this.
My gosh.
Yeah, this was Pat was talking about. Hold on, let me just go here. I'm just letting y'all see it, right? Hold on, wait. Let me just show you. Ah, boy. Hold on, let's see. Get this out the way. Okay, so this is Remy League with Easy the Black Captain. I got. Come on, why the thing acting funny? Oh my gosh, man! Open up. What is going on here?
So gross.
Hold on. It just dropped 6 days ago.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Open up, like, man, it's crazy.
They probably want you to pay for it.
No, this out on YouTube. Y'all can go watch. Y'all can go watch this on YouTube.
I wouldn't watch that.
Matter of fact. Hold on once, man. Hold on once. I'll be back.